We back. We back, baby. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. $1 equals $1 equals, come on, what am I talking about? Speaking wingdings over here. 1 sub equals $1 to charity. Feeding kids who need it the most. Come on now. Can't argue with that. Click that button, y'all. We here. We alive. We jumping right in. Looks like we're not alone. We got Holy Sigmar and Noder here with us as well. What's up, guys?
Who's up, Jake?
I took a peek at your base. It's looking pretty nice. You added some things.
Did you take a look at the cow farm and the sheep farm?
Holy cannoli! There's 5 people on the server right now. No way.
I don't know who any of those people.
Yeah, we added
What's up?
Okay. There's some friends from high school.
Oh, okay. What high school did you go to?
I went to Leicester.
Oh, okay.
It used to be a very small school. There was only like 400 kids in my high school. Now it's becoming like a regional school. They bought out Becker College, and like now
wait, Becker College on a thing anymore? Or?
I think they still have like a Worcester location, but their Leicester location closed down.
Oh, okay.
Now it's Leicester High.
I drive by Leicester sometimes, but not too often.
It's a nice town. We got a lot of lakes. That's one thing we got going on.
I also had to do like a drive time like 2 years ago at Leicester High School.
What are you guys up to right now?
I'm feeding my cows.
I gotta build a better bridge.
Apparently you said you're gonna build a better bridge and you're still cut. I'm not gonna take down my bridge. I've already decided on that.
I literally had a dream about blowing up this bridge.
No, you can do whatever you want with the bridge, but you have to repair it.
You know, I do have a lot of TNT.
I have to repair it. The entire point is to destroy it.
I do have a lot of TNT.
Exactly.
Well, we still have a need for a bridge, Marilyn, so if you blow it up, you repair it.
I'm making a different bridge.
This argumentative style is not
dying every single time I try to do it. I don't care.
Maybe it's a sign that you shouldn't take the bridge down if you're dying every time. I really need a fire aspect sword so I can just murder all these animals.
I know. I actually have I have a couple extra flame books, but that's for the bow.
Oh, okay. Do we now have a fire aspect villager?
I do not yet. I do have a fire aspect sword. If you want me to murder some of those cows for you, I can give you the meat.
Yeah, oh shit, why is there a phantom? What the fuck? I thought okay, that's only one. It's not an issue. Yeah, I was thinking of killing some of them because the enclosure is getting kind of packed for both.
Yeah, let me murder a couple for you, and you can just pick up the cooked meat.
Yeah.
Oh, having this Electra is so good.
Did you get it recently?
Yeah. Respawned and killed the Ender Dragon.
Oh, nice. What's going on now?
They were on when they were searching for theirs.
We were on when they went to the end, the stronghold, I think. I mean, not the stronghold, the whatever you call the actual end.
What do you think? Is that good for now?
Yeah. Because I can just feed the baby cows what the fuck?
Alright, I got the Electra. Let's see if I can fuck up this Phantom for you.
I don't know, it's really annoying when it's just one, because I don't want to go to bed if it's just one. Okay, Melon, we got like over a stack of beef. Or same thing, actually. You know, I'm gonna save the sheep because wool might be useful.
No more starving.
Yeah, we've been surviving on carrots, I think. At least I have.
Bread. I've been doing the bread.
I used all the hay bales from that one village we went to for feeding the cows. Yeah, who is Stout? I don't know who. I was looking at the names. I have no idea who Stout Seal is.
Let me call my friend real quick.
You want like half of the beef?
No.
That is not an answer.
Yo, Jake.
Yo, you should hop on Discord.
I can hop on right now.
What up? Who do you know who Stout Steel is?
Stout Steel?
Yeah.
That might be my brother Trey, but I haven't seen him because he was last I checked right before I left the house like 30 minutes ago. He was trying to get online.
Okay, Trey's cool, but try not to invite any more people just because we're getting like maxed out when it comes to people on the server.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It can only fit like 10 people at one time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's already like 19, 20 people who have access to the server, so like if everyone had wanted to play at once, they couldn't.
I didn't know that, buddy. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. As long as he doesn't like grief and like take people's shit, that's cool.
Yeah, I made it very clear to every single person independently who came on, not to grief. You know what I mean? And fuck with anybody else's shit.
Yeah, because once I notice people's shit getting broken or like shit going missing, I'm gonna have to kick a couple people.
No, that's totally fine, dude. I get that, but none of that should be happening.
All right, cool.
Anyways, I'm over. I'll join the Discord. But I'm over at like where you told me to build. If you want to check out my base.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's pretty sick. You guys are doing some cool things here.
Where are you?
I'm by your brother, Dark Rival.
I don't know where he is because I just walked into the lobby.
I'm like right by your base. I'm like jumping around, checking it out. I see you. What happened to all your armor?
I put it away. I put everything away in my chest so I know where to get it. Fine, I just have a bunch of stuff. But yeah, this is me right here.
Hell yeah.
What is this? Ethan's building? Look at Ethan building. Oh my god, he's building something. That's dope. Alright, that's cool. And then, so this is like me and my girlfriend gonna be living in here.
I love the floor. This is sick. Where's Rose at right now?
She's gonna be getting online in a minute if she can, you know, but yeah, she was helping me out on this project. She was doing her farming over here, but she was on her phone and tablet most of the time, but now she's switching over to Switch, so it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah, I want everybody to try their best to get their builds done. That way you guys can all come help me fight the Wither boss, because it's the hardest boss in the game, and I'm gonna need everybody's help to fight it, because it's like insanely hard. Can't do it by myself.
I want you to know that Ethan is the best we have out of everybody.
This cave entrance is like insanely dangerous.
No, can you go get me some spruce wood?
Shit.
I'm trying to eat this toast, but it's like so crunchy.
No.
Like every time I eat it, it goes in my mouth.
Around your cave entrance is like a death trap. Like there's.
Yeah.
Did you say spruce?
I know how to go down it, not you.
So what is the point of building it at our house if only one person knows how to go down it?
Well, maybe if you actually took a second to look at it, you wouldn't have fallen down.
I just freaking looked at it. I walked around each step.
I can guarantee that you just ran straight into it without looking.
This is non-evidential accusations. I will not stand for this.
Okay. I don't even know if that's a word. No.
I don't know either. It sounds cool though.
But when you're
I'm
ready,
supposed to do some push-ups tonight.
Isaiah, I'll definitely hop on Discord. That's where I'll be.
I had you muted.
It's so hot in my room. I'm gonna turn the heat down.
I don't know if I'm playing super
Marilyn,
late tonight.
I'm not getting you spruce one now.
A little bit longer.
No.
I'm out with his build, but
Alright,
I'll get done today.
no worries.
But yeah, man, loving the server, and you know, keep coming by, neighbor.
Hell yeah.
The hell, look how stupid this cow looks. I'm gonna kill it. Is this a creeper hole? What happened here?
Yeah, I know that I was so pissed off today when I came in there. I came in and no one was in there. All the lights were off. And I was like, what the fuck? Nope, I get paid $6 an hour. So they called me in. They forgot to tell me that they have special hours.
Wait. You didn't.
So I got there 2 hours before.
You didn't get
thing
paid
was
for the
there.
2 hours they told you to come in?
I got paid $6 an hour because that's what waitresses get paid.
That's bullshit.
I know. So I just sat there for 2 hours because the manager forgot to tell me that she wasn't going to be there.
That's
That
like
we were
the
opening
second
later.
like stupid mistake they made in 3 days though. Like that's an issue.
Like, they don't understand how much it impacts me though, because like they think it's like, oh, silly TP a few hours that you just wasted, but it's like, I didn't go to the gym today because I had to be there at a certain time. Like, I didn't go out with my family because I had to be there at a certain time. Like, come on. It's such a stupid thing.
Are you watching me while I farm spruce ground instead of farming the spruce?
Yeah, because I'm like burnt out mentally from dealing with DS today. I'm just staring.
I love it when I accidentally break my ender chest with the wrong pickaxe.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, what was that? Why did a calculator just fall on my foot? Huh? I went to the gym today, but it was like 3, so no one was there. It was pretty nice.
And no, weekends are so good sometimes.
Except Saturdays, it's always packed on Saturday. Like, Saturday at like 8 till like...
Oh, Saturday morning's
Saturday,
tough.
yeah. Yesterday was horrible though, because it was raining out, so it was even more people. Like, luckily, I was on shift, so I didn't have to work out at that point, but it was packed.
I don't like it when there's no one there.
You
I
don't?
like it a lot better when
be
there's no one
honest.
there.
That's
No, because like I do a lot of dangerous shit, so if I die, then I'm gonna be there.
fair point.
Like, all of my lifts are like super, like, it's a failure, so if I die, then that's, you know, no one
Tyler,
can save me.
Tyler yesterday peer pressured me into hitting 235 on bench for 1, and I was like, I don't know, and then I got it pretty easily, so I'm gonna hope
Bro,
I get
the
like 250 by
YMCA,
December.
I went there to work out once, I think by myself, like a long time ago. It was like 115 on the bench, and I was doing warm-up, and I like failed a re-rack of it somehow, because you know they're non-adjustable, like you can't adjust where it's back. And
Yeah.
it was too high for me, so I didn't get it on. And so I was sitting there with one side of the thing on and the other half like on my chest.
Oh, wait, I remember this.
I like couldn't get it off, and it took people like way too long to get it off me. There were so many people around me, and I was
Yikes.
sitting there for like at least a minute.
Yeah, that's fucked. I have a bad experience of that happening to me. The last time I ever lifted weight was when I tore my pec. And then I said, fuck weight. But I tore my pec at the Y, and it was like,
Oh my god.
I was like, worst injury I've ever experienced in my life. And I was doing my personal record, 315, and literally, like, I'm like saying help, and my spot doesn't help me until he hears like it was a literal pop sound, and then he starts to help me, and like, I'm struggling there for like a solid 20 seconds before other people come over.
People are so just unaware.
Do you think you would have gotten the 315 if you didn't tear your pec?
So the reason why I tore my pec was completely my fault. Like, I was being a fucking dumbass. Like, I didn't sleep the night before. Like, literally no sleep. And I didn't warm up. I didn't stretch. I didn't do jack shit like I normally do. And my friend was just like incentivizing my ego. He was like, yo, you won't hit this. Don't be a bitch. And I was like, I'll hit this. The fuck? You think I can't do this? Of course I can. And I was like, I never hurt myself before. Of course I can do it. Nope. Famous last words.
315 is like a dangerous weight
That's
to
my
be
worst
doing that.
nightmare.
Yeah, lesson
Yeah, especially
learned.
with that heavy weight.
Once you get to a certain weight, there's like no way you can do it without a warm
That
up,
shit's
regardless
deadly.
of how strong you are.
Yeah,
I feel like if you're anything past like 200 pounds, I feel like once you start trying that with no warm up, it gets dangerous.
my naivete thought I could, and so yeah, long story short, never gonna be lifting weights again until I beat my world record. It set me back so much. I'm going for the muscle up world record, and I just fucking solid 2-year setback, because I was like at like 25 reps, and at the time the world record was only 28, so I was like so close, and then I tore my pec, and I was like so pissed. Like, every time I get close to beating the record, I hurt myself, because like back in 2018 I almost beat the record too. No, I did beat the record. At the time the record was only 26 and my record was 28, and like I had scheduled like Guinness to come in to like see me. Like, I was gonna wait to get 30, but like I emailed them because back before COVID, they had to come in to view you. To they like you wouldn't be able to do it. Now you can just send in a video, which I think is so stupid. But I had Guinness scheduled to come in, and the week they were going to come in, I wasn't stretching back then. I was like 17, 18 years old, and I did everything without stretching. So I was doing like 100 push-ups in the morning, 100 push-ups at night, like constantly, like 2 sets of 20 muscle ups and then a set of 30 muscle ups, like constantly just doing muscle ups, like constant friction in my elbow, to the point where like I popped a bursa in my arm, and that got infected, and I didn't know what it was necessarily right away. So I'm like working out with an infection, like worst pain I've ever felt, like and then like I almost lost my arm. I went to the Lakeside Hospital, UMass Lakeside.
Yeah.
Never go there. They're the worst in the world. They gave me the wrong antibiotics, and they we need to drain your arm and like do all this other stuff. They didn't drain my arm. They gave me the wrong antibiotics, and once I like went home, like my arm got 10 times worse. And then I went to Harrington Hospital in Southbridge, which I highly recommend. And the doctor like looked at me once and he was like, yeah, you need surgery right now or you're gonna lose your arm. I was like, let's do that surgery. And it was actually a really good surgery. Like, I have full range of motion, like I'm back on my muscle ups. Like, it was a huge setback, and I may never be able to hit the record, especially with like a surgery and a torn pec. But I didn't tear my pec fully, thank God. And so hopefully, we'll see. In another couple years, I might be there, as long as I stay careful and stop being stupid.
You just gotta believe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I remember like
My hip
back
has been
in
hurting, and I'm
I think
scared
like
now.
a year ago, I thought that 225 was like the most insane benchmark. It's like I don't know I don't know what it is on TikTok. Everyone is like obsessed with just the number 225 for like bench, and they make it
There's
seem
a
like
kid-
it's
I've
like
seen
this
so many
impossible
kids
task.
benching
But I've seen, yeah, exactly.
405. And it's
I
like
don't know
ridiculously.
about 405, but
No, there's a few kids that I
I
follow.
don't know if
that are, like,
that's
18,
common.
405.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's TikTok.
405 is insane.
You know what I noticed is
know.
that living in Texas to get strength and being athletic is an absolute cheat code. Like as soon as you're born in Texas, you're born benching 200, like over 200.
Like, well, I follow that kid.
curling
He's
3,000 pounds.
I think the best place to live.
18. He drinks alcohol for all his lifts, and he does 405 on bench.
If you're 18 and you're doing 405, I'm sorry. I'm calling steroids. That's what I'm calling right there. 18 years old, 405. Your bone density hasn't even really developed that much. Like, there's no way, bro. There's no way. Like 315, that's like insane. Like for an 18-year-old, that like when I was in high school, prime football player, I could do 315 for 1 rep. Like, and that, like, I have good genetics. Like, I'm like above average when it comes to like genetic wise. Like, but it's possible doing it natural. Like 405, that's crazy. That is
Even
crazy.
18 is a little bit much. Like, especially like if you're not like that high body weight, then it's like kind of suspicious.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's just like, I don't like being 18 and being able to just push 405 with like literally your arms is kind of sketchy to me. But
Like, I think that kid just uses straps. He doesn't even use the elbow thing.
Well, you never know. Some kids are like literal genetic phenoms. Like you can never tell.
No,
but I feel like
there's only
there's
so
too many
far.
kids.
Like, there's only so much.
Well, yeah.
that
I
your
mean,
genetics can
the
do.
best
You need
the
time.
best bench I've seen by an 18-year-old like IRL was like 365, but he was like a national rank.
That's insane. Yeah, that is insane.
He was like, he's USAPL though, so he's like heavily drug tested, I'm pretty sure. So
Wait, are
I
we
mean,
talking
it's
about
still
the,
kind of
what about the
sketch, but like,
13-year-old kid that follows me and
Okay.
he's like a USAPL?
he's not
and he's
fucking
benching,
benching
like, close to
365 though. Okay, but that's like,
He's
it's
13
acceptable.
fucking years old.
It's acceptable to
Benching
bench
almost
sub
300
300 though. Like it's not
Yeah, but
raising
he's
an eyebrow to me.
13 years old.
He's almost 50.
Are we glossing over the 13?
No, he's
he
almost
just turned
15.
14. He just
no one
turned
knows.
14. That's all.
Okay, but listen, if
It's
he's
some,
taking
like, really
steroids
short-
at 15, I feel like it'd be obvious.
He's not. He's just short and weighs a lot. He's sturdy.
He doesn't weigh that much. He's a bit above my body weight, I'm pretty sure. He's only like 160
No, but
something.
he's
I'm pretty sure.
obviously shorter than you because he's freaking.
Yeah, but like he's
wide.
still not like an insane weight. He's just good at lifting.
He's yeah, I don't know what's up with him, but he's.
It's weird though,
he's
cause you know what's weird is that isn't he Asian?
Yeah, he is Asian. He has
Yeah,
like
but
the
he's good at
Asian
bench
squat
somehow.
genetics.
Yeah, but he's good at bench, which doesn't
He's
make sense.
short.
Usually.
His arms are short.
Yeah, but here's the thing I noticed about most Asians is that their bench is fucking terrible. Like, I'm not trying to disrespect, but our benches are like usually shit. It's like that
I feel like
few.
that's just like
What's your
it's
max
like a
noto?
few-
that's just because
What's your max noto?
My max,
height.
I mean, technically
35 years.
it's 235, yeah, I guess, but it wasn't. I haven't touched anything above that, so yeah, it's 235 as of right now, I guess.
It's not bad.
Realistically, it's higher, but until I do the actual one rep, I'm not gonna say that it's above that.
You ever use a slingshot?
Just wait till I get my 225.
No, a lot of people have been telling me, like Jeff and like some other guy have been telling me to use a slingshot, but I don't know.
Honestly, like, I personally recommend the slingshot, only because it makes, like, yeah, you're using help of resistance to keep your
It's
elbows.
good for overloading, though, right?
Exactly. It's so good for progressive overload. Like, Oh my goodness, especially if you do like periodization or like working up and working down, like so good, and so safe, makes it so much safer.
Yeah, I do like the only kind of like what do you even call that? Like, it's called, I forget, there's like a term for it, but like it just means like going above a weight that you can actually do. Like the only type of stuff I do for that is like heavy isos with the weight that I can't bench but I can hold for like at least 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I like occasionally do those. I really need to be more consistent. It's really good before you're set.
I never
Because
do
then when
that.
you're actually holding
How
the
much
weight,
weight would I
it
do,
feels a
though?
lot. You do 120% of your 1 rep max, and you hold it for 10 seconds.
I don't know what my 1 rep max is.
Well, let's see. So you bench like 145
Let's
for
estimate.
3. That's 160. So
I did
you would be holding
I did 145 for 4, and then I did 145 for 3.
Okay, so I'm just gonna give you 145 for 5, which is around 167.
I could have gotten a 5th rep on the first set.
So let's just say your 1 rep would be like 170 just to average it up. So
I think that's a
120% of 170 would be around 204, so you'd probably be doing holds with
There's no
205.
fucking way, bruh. There's no way I can freaking hold
I
that
do-
shit.
No, because I do holds with
See
like,
how dainty my
95.
stupid ass wrists are?
just have a spotter. You're
how
not,
skinny
you'll
my
be so
wrists are.
focused on, yeah, but you'll be so focused on stacking your wrists that you're not even at, it's not about like,
Bruh, that's so embarrassing
actually-
though. Like, everyone in the gym is gonna turn around and look at me and be like, oh my god, she's gonna bench 200, and then I'm just gonna re-rack it.
You could also just do
Okay.
farmer's walk hold, or just like a farmer hold for like 200 to start, to help strengthen those wrists.
yeah, you're
My
gonna
wrists
start
are just like
implementing some
eternally, I think
forearm
they're
stuff.
eternally fucked, because I just have, my hands also are just physically like smaller than normal, and I have skinny ass fingers. I used to be a hand model. I really
Doesn't
want
mean
to
you can't strengthen your wrists.
I might want to be a hand model again.
Are you gonna be a hand model but lift you
I
have
should just be a
calluses?
professional hand. Well, if I really wanted to do it, I would just have to wear gloves to the gym all the time, which would be really annoying.
Oh god.
But yeah,
I mean, to be
I
honest,
also have
like,
that scar on my arm now, so I don't know. Like,
just do heavy holds aren't as scary as you think. Like the top positions, like
I don't know about
very safe, assuming you don't. You have to really fuck up to drop a weight at the top. Like you have to like bend your wrists backwards all the way for the weight to really just like slip out of your hands.
that. Bro, I remember when I first started my first ever bench workout. Austin had me do an ISO hold with 135 above me, and I literally felt like I was going to fucking die. Like I felt like
No, I mean,
everything,
like,
I
your
felt
nervous
all my
system-
arm and my joints want to just crack and crumble.
I feel like it's a nervous system thing because you're just like when you first start lifting, every lift is like so shaky.
I know, yeah, everything in my arm and my back and my shoulders felt like I was about to just die.
Yeah, because like you're not
It was so
literally
cool.
any weight added to like when you first start lifting, regardless of how heavy it is just so shaky. Like I did the
So weird.
bar on bench the first time I lifted just to see what it felt like. And I had to literally do like 2 warm-up sets with the bar because like I had to stabilize. Which is kind
So
of
weird though, because I can
We all
still
get there.
remember how 135 used to feel, and just to know now that it's not stuff. It's something that I can actually do, because I still remember what it felt like to hold it there and it be impossible. I thought it was impossible weight.
Yeah. I
I'm gonna do
remember
that with
when
225 now. I'm gonna
starting-
be a fucking dude by the time I know to do that.
I remember starting the plateaus when I first started lifting were more frustrating than now.
Oh yeah, true. I was stuck at, what was it, I was stuck at like 120 pounds. And then all of a sudden, like after a few months, it just shot up out of nowhere and I like got strength.
Yeah, it's like you plateau and then it just like goes up an insane amount, like, and then eventually plateaus again, but you still have like a couple months before that happens probably.
It takes so much effort, like this far in to like
But you
make
try to switch it up.
for me on bench. Yeah,
You
I've been
try to
switching
switch
up
it up
like the weighted
sometimes.
dips, and like I've been doing more shoulder stuff. And
Yeah, the
I
bottom of
went
my
back
bench
to
is always a
training
struggle.
for them.
Just doing variations of anything usually helps plateaus, because like, I don't know, your pause
When
bench
you
helps
saw
me
me,
a
I like
lot.
wasn't trying anymore because I was so upset that like my lower body was lacking. So I just stopped trying on bench because I like didn't want to look like a dude.
I mean, like, there's no
Don't
point
even
of
tell me,
stopping progress in one thing though.
Look like a dude. Cause I do.
Okay.
Like, man,
The only thing I can tell you is it's impossible to
You mean
look
a
like
fucking
Ronnie
dress,
Coleman, but that's it.
I'm not talking about me looking like Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah, I know.
Having like abnormally big arms for a girl.
I mean, you can have like muscular arms and still be kind of feminine. Like you can like sculpt and define and get tone. Yeah, you don't have to get like, if you get like giant arms, then you'd look a little bit more like a dude. But like if you get like toned and defined and like a little muscular, like that's not gonna be like super masculine. I mean,
The problem is I'm already kind of past that point.
No, you're not.
Cause I don't know why. Yes, I am. My fucking shoulders got gigantic, but the rest of my arm didn't.
This
so it looks weird.
isn't meant to sound rude, but your arms are not big enough to look like a dude's.
I'm telling you, in the downlighting, did you see the prom pictures
man.
of me in the fucking downlighting compared to all the other
You do
girls?
not look like a dude.
No. That picture was fucking ridiculous.
You're not
I'm sorry.
convincing me. I will not be.
That's because you're my boyfriend, so you have to be nice to me. But literally any other guy would tell you, like, what the fuck is that? When they saw that picture.
Literally no one is gonna do that, but alright.
I'm telling you. Yes, I would. I had multiple of my quote-unquote guy friends humble me. Which I don't have guy friends, but the people, as I knew at the time, would say things.
Well, here's what I can say is that if you care so much about their opinions, I don't really think you should.
Bruh. True, because I benched more than Harry, so...
Oh, but like if you go to the gym and someone talks to you about your looks or something and you care, then like, if you care that much, then just stop
Okay,
going to the
not
gym.
care, though. As a woman, like, everything in your life is based around how you look.
I mean, unfortunately,
Yeah, girl.
that's like how it is in our society, but like you don't have to subscribe to that, and I get it, it's hard. You can, there is other alternatives. There are people out there who do judge you by the content of your character and not your look, surprisingly. Unfortunately, with the being in school especially and having like a limited set of people around you, that might not seem true, but there are people out there who don't really value looks as much. It might not be a lot in America, and that might be one reason why you put so much value on those kind of opinions, but it's a hard thing, but a very necessary thing to get over. Like, especially if you don't admire the person, don't value their opinion. Like, if they're not somebody you look up to, or like somebody you'd say, yeah, I want to be someone like you, like, why do you care about their opinion in the first place?
True. It's just hard not to care about it.
I know, it sucks.
Well, I mean, like, you
People are
can, I feel like you can care about it to an extent, but to let it get like it emotionally affect you, like you can be like, oh, that comment was kind of
It's
rude,
not
but
the
like I don't
same.
think you should
Like,
let it.
imagine
Oh, yeah,
not only having to like focus. Like, it's difficult. I have the same passion as you, but it's like it's not as acceptable to even like lifting. because it makes you look like manly or whatever. People are just afraid you're gonna turn into like a steroid freak or something like that. Like, I don't know. Like my grandparents don't like that I'm into it because they don't want me to like
changing now though.
Like a steroid.
Yeah, the family thing is hard, especially if you have like
older generations,
conservative views, like.
Yeah.
Which not all conservative views are bad, but
I don't mind it too much, but it's just like, I don't know. 'Cause if I get good at lifting, because I'll probably get really bulky, but then I don't like fit into like the gym girl fitness influencer archetype. But like,
yeah, but those people are like, I mean, listen, man, dude, that's like that's literally comparing yourself to someone who like fucking Chloe Ting. Like that's kind of pointless.
for Chloe Ting, I remember that girl. She was.
I feel like that's the equivalent of a dude comparing himself to like, I don't know, like that's like a dude that lifts in the gym comparing himself to like Justin Bieber's physique or something. It just doesn't make sense. I don't know another analogy to put it, but basically what I'm saying is that like the quote-unquote like perfect aesthetic for looks is not going to be the same for whatever passion you have. Because what looks good for like a celebrity or a singer is definitely not going to be the same as what looks good for like Mr. Olympia or something.
and I don't know, there is no perfect, like you could be what considers to be for others fat, but like some people's genetics, like they like need to be a certain body fat percentage to be like considered healthy for their genes. And so like some people are just thicker boned and like they look fat, but their cardio is way better than mine. Like I know people who are fatter than me and like can like outrun me. They're faster, they're stronger. Like it like looks are so deceiving, and it's just like once like the older you get, you're like, who the fuck cares anymore? Am I happy with my body? Good, that's all that matters. Like especially in America, like America fucking is like, sure, home of the free, like we have a lot of good things going for us, like I'm not saying we don't, but like the people here are very narrow-minded, and like a lot of people think very similarly, and like it has to be a certain way, when like the rest of the world's not like that. Like it's just, we live in a bubble to a certain extent, and it's just like there's so many other people out there who like don't care about the things that we value, and like a lot of people just value their image and they don't really care about like what's going on the inside and like the content of their character and whatnot.
Just once I've been looking at all like the fitness influencer girls, it's like it's less about, like I was saying before, like they're basically just girls that look good and they will put on like gym wear, and then like that is what you're supposed to look like to be like a gym girl. But like they don't want girls who have like big upper bodies and stuff like that. Like all the girls that are famous, or at least the ones that I see pop up on my page, are like, they're just, I don't know, they're not even, they don't even go to the gym. Like I don't understand. But I don't know.
Social media is not really like, I don't know, it's a,
well, cause you know like all those,
point. It's just not, it's not realistic.
No,
I just feel like someone who actually goes to the gym is not gonna look like literally like skin and bones, no muscle whatsoever.
well, cause you know that girl that I was upset about, she was a bikini model, like a Victoria's Secret, and then she literally just went to the gym for a month and switched her entire like, over to fit. Yeah, she's like, I'm not trying to like she seems good now, but I don't know.
She's not.
It's just something about it is kind of off-putting to me.
and a lot of those people
go to the gym to record rather than like just like going to the gym.
A lot of those people are miserable. Like they're on a diet they hate. They put their body through hell, and like their body's genes shouldn't really be operating at that level, but they do it because they want to look a certain way. And it's just like all the muscles in the world don't mean shit if you feel like shit on the inside. Like Like, you gotta ask yourself, like, what the fuck is the point to this? Is it just so I can be accepted by people who don't really love me and people who don't really have my best interest at heart? Or am I actually genuinely trying to be healthy and be the best person I can be? Because if it's not that, then you're gonna be miserable. So if you don't mind that and you want to be miserable, I mean, some people want to be miserable, then you can keep being miserable. But it is really hard, especially when you don't have a lot of like positive people in your life, and like it's not easy. I'm not like pretending it is, but like once you get to that point, life becomes so much easier, where you can say what you want to say, do what you want to do, and not be afraid of what other people think. You're gonna attract the people that are right for you.
Yeah.
True.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Cause like, I want to get stronger, but then at the same time, I'm also worried about getting gigantic in the way I look.
Well, there's other versions of strength. Like, you can get stronger mentally and spiritually, and like physically. Like, you can get lower body stronger, or like stronger core, and like I think people underrate their core so much. Like, I definitely do. I'd much rather like get stronger in my core than anywhere else in my body, because like your core is like what connects your body is one big connect chain, and you're only as strong as your weakest link. And once you master your core, everything else becomes easier. Like it helps your upper body, it helps your lower body. Like, so like there's different parts of your body, and like a lot of people just focus on like their front muscles, and they like develop muscular imbalances because they're like worried so much about their like muscles that are visible. But like your back, like you could get a jacked back and no one's gonna see that unless you have like a bikini on or whatever. But like you can get stronger in like other ways too.
True. I just hope that like benching a lot won't make me look too big, but I don't know.
I mean, it definitely will increase muscle mass. But there's like other ways you can train. Like there's 3 things you can train when it comes to your muscles. You can either train for mass, you can train for endurance, muscular endurance, and you can train for muscular strength. You can train for muscular strength without necessarily training for muscular mass. Like, just because you have giant muscles, I know people who look 10 times smaller than some giant dudes, but they're 10 times stronger because they can train for their strength instead of their size. And so like if you do like high reps, low weight, you're going to get strength, but you're gonna get, high weight, low reps, you're going to get strength, but you're mainly going to get mass. But if you train for medium weight and medium reps, you're going to get way more strength. And then the less, not necessarily the less weight, but the more reps you do, then you start training for muscular endurance. And then so if you can do like find your sweet spot where you find like medium weight but high reps, you're not gonna allow yourself to put on that size because you're burning too many calories. And not only calories burns fat, but it burns muscle too. So like you can get a lot of strength and endurance without putting on mass if you train the right way.
Yeah, I wish I could just
I don't think
have the body I have now, but then just like be able to.
I don't think you're gonna gain like oh shit, hold on. I'm getting jumped.
Me too.
I don't think you're gonna get like you don't work in the rep ranges where you gain the most like muscle mass.
Yeah, you need to have like I think
you work more in the strength rep ranges, you know?
3 to 8 reps heavy weight is like you're gaining mass. Like if you stay to like 10 to 12 reps or more, you're gonna get more strength.
I thought it was the other way around.
So no, like low reps, high weight, that's muscle mass. Hypertrophy.
Wait, hold on. I thought it those like low.
If you think
low
about it,
reps,
no, the big guys that are fucking gigantic do the low rep range. Cause the fucking strongman dudes who are
Like, you can't do high weight, high reps. Like, if you're doing like your high weight, and that's a relative term, but like if you're doing high weight for you, you can't do high reps. So it's like that's muscle mass. Like, yes, you're gonna get strength. You're gonna get strength if you do low weight, high reps. That's gonna be more muscular endurance, but you're still gonna get strength. Like, I do 100 push-ups a day, and that's like my number one exercise I do. And I don't lift weights, and that's like, it still gives me strength, but I'm not as strong as some people who do heavier weight than me. Like, but I have functional strength. Like, what move?
creeper.
Ooh, you got creepers over there? I need those. I'm gonna come over. What exercise, like, what part of your day do you perform a motion like a bench? Do you open a door the way you bench? Do you like what? It's not.
Imagine.
It's not like you're doing functional movements. Like, it's really just so you can lift more and compete more in that manner. But like, when you do like functional exercises, like I can walk on my hands and I can like climb up a rope and like balance on a chair, like doing functional things that are going to be way more beneficial for you. Like, yeah, it's great to lift X amount of weight, but how is that going to help you in real life? Like, unless
we're gonna survive the zombie apocalypse, and we won't.
Well, maybe you will. Like, as long as you have like good cardio and like.
I think I played enough sports and ran.
I don't have good cardio. I'm done for.
I still got that distance runner and the mid-distance running in me.
We gotta start like training like this so we can realize when something like that happens.
Yeah, I would thrive.
My cardio.
Like, I can do one muscle up max. I can do one.
That's still pretty good.
And that's not getting me anywhere. Okay, but if you're in a zombie apocalypse, you're probably gonna have to be bouldering and jumping and escaping, doing multiple of them.
Yeah, but like, think about it. You're not gonna be on like a bar. Like, you're probably gonna be on like a wall.
I guess I could use my legs
a bit more. Like, you're also not gonna be like, you'll probably have a good amount of adrenaline too, so you're not gonna be thinking about the perfect form either. You're just gonna try and get over the wall.
I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, if I could always like, I have the gymnastics skills. Like, I can just do like the pull-up thing that they do in gymnastics to get up instead. I don't have to do a muscle up. I'm not good at muscle ups. Like, you know, the whole momentum swing that people do?
Yeah.
I don't understand the concept of it. So I'll do the momentum swing.
I always just tell people it's like a pull over instead of a pull down.
Well, a lot of people think a muscle up.
Me do it.
A lot of people think the muscle up is like a pull up, but it's not. It's more like a row. Like, you gotta like row your body, like swing into a row motion and not like a straight pull up. And like,
yeah, that's why I try and tell people, but then they just like go for a pull-up and like slam their chest into
Noto watches me do. I'll do like an explosive pull-up and then like I'll get my hands over the bar and then struggle to do a dip, kind of to like get up.
And most people don't even do pull-ups properly. Like, most people do chin-ups where they just pull up to their chin. Like like a traditional pull-up is like you're more at an angle. You're not like straight. You're more like at a slanted angle, and you're pulling up to your chest. Like, you're supposed to activate a lot more back and chest. But
bro, I get so mad at people when they say they did X amount of pull-ups, and then I watch their pull-ups, and they're not even bringing like the top part of their head to the freaking top of the bar. Like,
my favorite part is where like,
or they're not going down all the way.
They do kipping pull-ups, like when they're swinging.
Oh my god.
Or there's people that do the pull-ups, but they do that little kick at the end. With knees. What I try and do is like keep my.
I do that when I'm going to failure on my last rep, but
I'll like keep my feet together and then like drag my foot on the floor to get zero momentum, and then I always make sure my like forearms are perpendicular to the bar when I pull up.
Yeah, pull-ups are tough.
I've been having some problems with my weighted pull-ups, like sometimes when I do like heavy weight on it, my shoulders start hurting. Like
because you're rounding them
my
forward.
collarbones. Yeah, but like, cause I'm going up
Are you sure
all the
it's
way.
not like your
my head is
scapula?
beyond the bar. I don't know. Like, it's just like anytime
Sometimes
I do
when
it,
you're
like,
doing
feel
a
this
weight
heavy
and like your scapula is not strong enough, it's like your shoulders are like not in the correct position. They're like almost getting pulled off.
It's like my back is strong enough, but it feels like my like tendons or joints or something is just not there because
What the
I'm having
fuck?
pain for no reason.
Bro, why is like the why is the bridge gone?
Gone. I got rid of your stupid bridge.
I just did like a cartoon ass move where I run off a bridge and then I fall.
Yeah. So I left the beginning of the bridge there, but the rest is just gone.
You know what I just realized I haven't found in a while is chin ups.
Yeah.
I've been neglecting my chin-ups and pull-ups because I've been gaining weight on my mini, like, lean bulk. So it's making pull-ups harder, it's making me depressed and sad.
I mean, if you do like rows and like a lot of other exercises, like I feel like chin-ups are unnecessary.
Yeah.
When you have so many other better options. Because my whole thing is like,
I try and isolate, but it never works. I use too much in my back, so I stopped doing
Do you
them.
do weighted chin-ups, or do you not?
Yeah.
Like, because I do weighted pull-ups, so I never do weighted chin-ups.
I did weighted chin-ups, just my form was not, like, I try and focus more on biceps for chin-ups, but I would not do the correct motion, so I just use more back
I'm having to
chin-ups.
change my biceps. My biceps are lacking so hard, so I'm changing my biceps from my full day to a different day, because I always do them at the end of my workout.
Sorry, what were you saying, Jake, before I cut you off on accident?
no, I was just saying something like why do an exercise when there's so many other options? Because like the whole point is like chin-ups is like one of those like fundamental like basic beginner friendly exercises, but if you're like already onto like muscle ups and like other different exercises, like why work out a lot to get a little bit of result when you could work out a little bit and get a lot of results just by like combining harder exercises together? Like that was like my main thing with adding weight to the pull-ups. I would like only do chin-ups if like I combined it with like a burpee circuit, like maybe did like a push-up, burpee, chin-up, like kind of thing.
Don't you do the crazy like handstand push-up thing?
Yeah, handstand push-ups.
That was in there like upside down.
Yeah, handstand push-ups. I do upside down dips. I'll do
Oh my god.
L-sits. Oh, I forgot to do my L-sits today. I knew I was forgetting something. I'll do flag pulls. What's another one? Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, I try to not do like basic like dips or like basic moves anymore, because like it's just like, unless like I'm really lazy or like I'm just like on a rest day, it's like there's like 10 other exercises I know I can do. I try to do the exercises that hit the most amount of muscle groups possible. That way I just save time and not isolating's great for like regaining muscle balance. Like if you have a lot of muscular imbalance, isolating's such a good way to like restore muscle balance. But like I just love doing it all at once, and like I know my muscle balance is fucked anyway. Like if you look at my back, it looks so fucking weird. I don't know why my pec tear, because like I was only using like my left arm for so long, and like I literally couldn't move my arm for so long. It's so weird though, because for some reason, like the pec I tore, like my back on my right side, I tore my right pec, looks bigger than my left. Like it's so weird. I don't understand it. Like if I do a push-up and you look at my back, you'll see my right shoulder blade protrude further than my left. It's disgusting to me, and I'm not gonna get the surgery. Like, I'm just gonna live with it. But I just like, I'm gonna live with muscle imbalance for the rest of my life, probably. And I've just accepted it.
Weird things happen with like the muscle. I don't know what it is though. It just, because even when you think you have a stronger side, like the side will be weaker, but then like the muscle on that weaker side looks better than the stronger side sometimes.
It's so weird. I don't understand.
I think usually because I don't know. It might just be me seeing it. I don't know. Marilyn calls me insane every time I mention it. I talk about how my physique is uneven, and then she's like, "You're delusional" or some shit. And then I show her a picture.
I showed you my last spread the other day. You saw how bad that was.
Yeah, but that was because one of your shoulder was higher. No, your shoulder was literally higher.
My left side has always been bigger.
Your shoulder
and it makes no sense because I threw javelin on my right arm.
In that picture, your shoulder was higher.
Or should have.
And that kind of proves, like, my earlier point, like, muscle mass does not equate to muscular strength. Like, you can be bigger and not be stronger, like, so it's like, there are ways to train just strength.
Yeah, because my bench is arguably, like, my strong point, I guess. Well, I mean, my back's obviously stronger as it should be, but... Okay, no, I mean upper body, okay, no, I mean like upper body wise.
No. Oh, okay. I'm saying
upper body wise, my bench is like.
That is what you're good at.
My deadlift does not need work though. Like I can do that shit every 2 weeks.
No, I'm saying that you have the potential
somehow.
to even make it better because when I watched you do that 405, it was like so clean and easy.
Yeah, everyone tells me that, but then I'm like, I just have to tell them like I gotta work on my
the
squat.
405 is probably one of the hardest. It should be the hardest lift.
Holy shit!
It's so easy.
Who the hell is Sarcastic Bacon? My friend invited so many people to the server. God damn.
Holy shit, why is there so many people here? Holy crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 including me.
God damn.
Holy shit. Almost at server limit. Yeah, but man, think about it. If I don't improve my squat, I'm gonna have knee issues when I even just keep on working on my deadlift.
What?
Like the main reason I squat is because I used to.
Right now, you're gonna have knee issues.
No, because my squat is the thing that fixed my knee issues. My quad strength was so bad that my knees couldn't handle it. But now that I started working on it, my knees feel great.
How tall are you, Noto?
I'm 5'9".
Huh. And you have knee issues.
5'8" and 3/4.
Yeah, I don't know. Usually knee issues happen with like the taller, like height groups. But I just had it because in soccer, I only had it on my left knee. In soccer, my plant leg is my left. So I literally like
sports related.
The ground.
Yeah.
But like. It might, to be honest, it was probably just because of soccer, because when I stopped playing soccer...
What position did you play?
I played, depends, let's see, I played right back, right wing, and striker.
Nice.
So a lot of crossing.
I love soccer. Scored 1 goal on varsity, that's it. But I loved it.
I was like a defensive player. I should have been more involved in offense, and my coach is more like... Yeah, half the time,
you know, my coach... Your coach was so annoying.
No, my coach was like, oh, we need you on defense, but then, like, I would literally, like... I would be great on the defense, and then it'd be fine, and then, like, we'd get scored on the left side, the side I wasn't on, so it's like... Why does it fucking matter if I play striker or not?
Those soccer games literally hurt my heart. Like I felt them physically taking years off life because of just how stressed out they made me and how angry those games made me sometimes. When like
we had a good enough team. Our coach was just so bad. We had
I would like see your players and I'd be like, come on, this needs to happen this way. My brain.
We literally had like 6 like decent. Or not even decent, like 6 very good, like solid players. Our coach played them so bad.
Your Wachusett team was like fucking hot mess. I'm sorry. And you
Okay,
guys
well, that wasn't
wasted so much
the seniors'
potential.
fault. That wasn't the seniors' fault. It was like, it was, okay, to be honest, like, the seniors are fine other than a couple.
You guys were all burnt out as fuck, and it was so obvious. Like,
What?
it was. I'm sorry, no, you.
I was not burnt out, trust
Logan
me.
and fucking Johnny was definitely burnt out because that kid used to be insane, and then he was just like.
What? No, Johnny got injured all the time. He's not burnt
Yeah,
out. He still plays in
exactly.
college. He just gets injured.
It might as well be the same thing as being burnt out because he couldn't do it the same way he used to do. It's like very essentially.
I mean,
you guys
I
worked
guess
too
so,
hard
like-
in his first years, and then you fucking just died.
That's not what Johnny's like, trust me. I don't know if you've ever talked to him about soccer, but trust me, that's not what Johnny's like. Johnny
What do you
doesn't
think
get
he's
like
really
that.
into it?
No, Johnny does not get like that.
He's
He
not
always has
into
had.
it?
He's
He's
never
not like
had.
Logan?
No. He's never not had a passion for soccer, regardless of how many injuries he's had. Like he's
Oh,
always
he
been.
still
into
likes it?
Yeah,
But
he
didn't
still
you
plays
tell me
in
that he
college.
gave up after like someone said one bad thing about him?
He gave up on going D1. Yeah, not playing soccer.
Yeah, but that has to do something to you mentally.
Okay, but there's like a certain point where it's like, oh, I'm good enough to play
Yeah, but
college
imagine
soccer,
playing
and,
a
like, I'm
sport
good
all your
enough to
life,
play
and then
D1.
somebody is just like, oh, you're not good
Johnny-
enough to do what you want to do.
Johnny's not like irrational like that, bro. He knows his limits.
Yeah, but
Johnny is.
I'm just
Johnny,
saying that he was burnt
Johnny
out because
knows
he was
his limits.
overworked.
He,
What is it? Burning out isn't something that
It's
like
just, like,
you do to your like
a coach?
you should do.
I think you're mixing it up though. He wasn't burnt out. He was just fucking gassed on the pitch. Like he was just tired because he got overworked. He wasn't burnt out though.
The same exact thing.
What? Being tired from running around is not the same as getting burnt out.
No, oh my Jesus. I feel like he just had less passion from just watching it, but I don't know.
No, trust me.
That's what I was speculating.
I've known Johnny since like 4th grade, and I played soccer with him all those years, so I can tell you from
He's
like
so
my point of
quiet.
view, he's not like that. He actually talks a lot if you get to know him, but he's got an interesting
glazing.
way of speaking.
Insane.
Hey, what's up?
Literally,
And
soccer now.
today,
He's playing some Minecraft, that's it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Oh, what I was saying was that I need to get my squad up.
Maybe I'll hop on. I don't know.
There's like
I need to get like, it doesn't matter if I deadlift 500
8 people
pounds,
on.
if my squad's at
Can people
like
hear me?
300.
yes, it does.
no, just
No
maybe.
one cares. If you won, get the.
Oh, that's okay.
No, I mean it's just bad for
I was gonna
imbalance.
say
Like I
something
think that
inappropriate.
Thank
I
God you
had a better
didn't.
squad on my deadlift too. 'cause
Thank
I
God you
still have
didn't.
to technically push off the ground.
Mhm.
I'm also streaming.
Oh, one good thing I didn't say.
Save those intrusive thoughts for later.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm on.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay. Maybe I'll hop on.
There's 8 people on right now, it's insane.
8 people?
Yeah, I literally have to cap the. I can't even invite, like. I might invite 2 more people and that's it. Like, I can't. I might have to kick somebody because I have no idea who the hell Sarcastic Bacon is. I don't really trust these people.
People
Sarcastic.
inviting their siblings or something? What's going on?
Something like. I invited my friend Isaiah from high school and he brought his brother and his girlfriend over, but then he also brought his other friend and apparently 2 other people, so I might have to talk to him a little bit more and be like, alright, guy.
Yeah.
Let's remember whose server this is for a second.
Yeah, the kids go.
But to be fair, he didn't know like there was a limit of how many people could be online at once. But if it gets to a problem where like
Briefing and stuff.
yeah, exactly, and I don't know who these people are. So like if it gets to if one thing goes missing, I'm gonna kick people. Like
Yeah, valid.
We built our house,
You
so
gotta
I
put the
think
foot down.
we're safe.
seriously, like even if you like misplace something, Noto, like you misplaced your hoe or some shit, and like I'll kick people. Like I don't even care. Like
Yeah, that might be an issue because I lose all my shit. I lose my shit all the time.
just
My inventory 99% of the time's full, so I'll drop something and then forget I dropped it.
Yeah.
if you say, hey, I think someone took my shit, but you accidentally forgot about it, they're gone. Like,
If somebody kills my rabbit,
oh my
I
god.
will
Someone
find them
touches
in
my-
real life.
No, if someone,
I wouldn't
yeah.
even want you to kick them. I would just I would go find them if someone kills my freaking dog or rabbits.
The problem is you won't know who did it unless you're on.
I'll just kill everyone.
Server turns into a PvP server real quick.
Everyone is going down.
We'll make this into Bed Wars or something.
My polar bear, so she's forever in my corner.
Yeah. They're not, unfortunately, they're all on PlayStation chat. They're not joining the Discord even though they're like playing. They're being weird. There is like 5 of them. So like or 4 of them. So if they did all join, it would get a little chaotic. So I don't mind it.
It already is chaotic.
Yeah. Discord doesn't have as good of
Oh my god, no,
like
no.
Okay.
Oh,
what?
they're in Vermont right now. And she
Who's in
just posted
Vermont?
a picture.
Ooh,
Like,
Quinn?
the kid that we don't like. Yeah, him. And she just posted a picture. They're both in bathrobes.
Oh no. No, Quinn.
She should not post this on her public thing. Her mom is gonna see it.
Her mom is fucking letting it happen, which makes me
I
mad.
know, her mom is letting
I
it
guess
happen. Yeah, and you know what? She posted pictures
I'm
with
gonna miss
him
something else.
in Vermont. I guess what he posted. He just posted a picture of a tree without her in it, without tagging her or anything.
Okay.
He's not gonna. He's a
Yeah, join the Discord so I can hear you better.
Okay. When I
He's
said
a
it wasn't really
player,
meant to be heard,
He's not gonna. I don't know how
Oh,
long it's gonna
well,
take for
just
Quinn
text
to
me.
it was
realize
an
this.
it was a
Well, then just
intrusive.
text.
I did.
Alright,
Alright, I'm not doing Discord.
alright. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Quinn is never gonna realize until like he literally
No,
cheats
this
on
is
him.
so bad.
Why is
I'm
that? Why
gonna
is her
send you
mom
this
not doing
story.
shit about it?
I'll send you her story versus his story.
No, actually, you know who goes to BU? You know who goes to BU? Fucking Caden Doe. I'm gonna tell Caden to like
Oh,
jump
it's
this
not
kid.
BU. He doesn't go to Boston University. He goes to Boston College.
Oh, he goes to BC.
I think so,
I
yeah.
mean, both of those are crazy expensive. But like,
This
jeez.
kid is gonna actually, if this kid decides to come to the Halloween party, I am gonna take
Yeah,
my
no,
wheel
we gotta.
and I'm gonna use the
I don't
banana
know if
and the
that's gonna-
cosplay.
What? The what? Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something weird.
And banana code word dust.
Banana.
That sounds kind of weird if
I
you said
wish I
banana. Sounds like very odd.
Screw that, that sounds
I'm
hella.
really scared that you're gonna say something.
You know the real code word you guys gotta start using? Platypus. No one will ever know.
Hey,
We're just like,
man.
or just don't even code word it and just say gun. Say firearm.
So,
What'd you say, friend?
Or like registered firearm.
What'd you
Get a receipt.
What'd you say,
this kid did
friend?
not post her.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh. Could've swore.
I mean, I did, but.
I need axe.
Bro, I literally gave you the materials to build an axe. There's so much iron in the barrel. No, not the crafting table. You have an iron axe out.
Okay. It's almost good.
Freaking
I'm
liar.
working on the bridge. Take this
What is
stick.
happening? I can't. This
I'm
tree's
gonna-
not disappearing.
Dada, we're driving up to her house when she gets home from New Hampshire.
Where? You mean you're gonna make me drive?
Wherever she is.
You mean you're gonna make me like wake up at 6
the
in the morning and
family.
drive?
We're gonna like Godfather. You know the movie The God? That type of meeting with this kid. 'Cause
Oh, so I'm gonna like beat this kid up, and then I'm gonna try and cross the border to Mexico, and I get
No,
shot
not,
by
I'm
like
gonna beat this
six
kid up.
Okay, well
Nobody
then in that
beats
case,
up my cousin.
the brother that did that literally got like shot at the border or something. Or he did that.
I forgot all the stuff that happened in that movie, to be honest. That movie was so
You
long.
tell me you don't have like every Don Corleone quote ingrained in your head.
Nope.
That day was like
I did not
really
know this
bad.
bridge.
I remember the weather was really bad. Remember that? Like Austin had to drive home
Oh
like
yeah,
a whole
Austin was
storm.
driving.
And he was just
Yeah, I
casually
used to
talking
see
and wasn't
Austin.
looking at the road, and I was getting a bit scared.
I know. Austin is the funniest driver of all time. He's horrifying regardless sometimes, but today he had to pick me up from work, and I had to sit there and I was counting $6 worth of dimes out on this table because I just had to do it. I can't explain why I had to do it, but I just had to. And he calls me, he's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm still at work." And he's like, "Get out here right now. You told me that I was going to be here 10 minutes. It was exactly 10 minutes ago, and I'm here now, 10 minutes from when you told me 10 minutes ago." And I'm like, "Austin, I can't deal with this right now." And I just yelled at him and hung up the phone in front of my manager. He was having a mental
You tell me
breakdown
to
because I
pick
wasn't-
you up, and then like I wait 30 minutes in the parking lot.
Well, because I say I'm clocking out, and then my manager's like, "Oh, by the way, do this like a really obscure task that I should have told you about earlier, but I couldn't." They make us do
weird.
like a lot of weird chore things before we leave.
I remember.
Especially I had a lot to do
Why?
tonight because I was the only server on.
Hold on. Why is the bridge going this way?
What?
No.
I know you did
Why
not
is the bridge going this way?
because it's gonna wrap around right here.
Oh, I see. It's innovative.
Yeah, I was so pissed when I got there though, because I was like, I couldn't go to the gym today because of it. Or do anything, literally anything else in my life besides sit here. 2 hours.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at that kid's Instagram. What's his name? Like Kai.
Yeah, Kai, just look at her Instagram and then look at her following. I'm gonna kill this kid.
Yeah, why did he just post some random
I'm not even
forest?
being nice anymore. I'm not even being nice anymore. Like, this kid needs to go.
He posted some random ass forest.
That's where they are. They're in Vermont together, but he posted a picture of a forest without tagging her. Or without putting her in the photo, but she posted a photo of him.
I wonder how he acts in real life though. Like, I wonder how he
He's
acts.
such a shy, innocent boy, even though he's literally a freaking actor, like, he's for real. This kid is playing everything.
What are you gonna do if he's like actually like nice to Quinn, man, and your judgments have been wrong this whole time?
My judgments are never incorrect. I've been right
Oh,
about
no,
literally
but what
everything.
happened?
Friends with.
No, but what happens in the case that like that's what happens, and then you're
There's
just
literally
sitting
0%
there.
chance that I'm wrong.
There's no-
I'm sorry, there's 0% chance that I'm confident.
I have a feeling they're not gonna
He's
come
been
to the
posting
family
other
party though.
girls too. Yeah. If he doesn't come, that's like actually an issue. Or if she doesn't come.
Well, it's more of an issue if Quinn doesn't show up because it's actually her family. Like,
Yeah. I'm like sitting here like my heart is beating fast. I'm like seething so hard.
wait, when is the party again? Like, what time? I know
Next
what day it
Saturday.
is. Okay, but what time?
5.
Wait,
It's not a party,
Oh,
it's
it's
a family
6.
gathering. Call it what it is. And then
oh man.
why was wrong?
See, my shift ends at 3. If I start working
Fine, my
out
shift
during
also
my
ends at
shift,
3.
I can work out and then go to the family party. You're gonna think my costume's stupid for the family party, but it's gonna be pretty funny. Well, it is
What is
stupid,
it?
but like it's fine. I'm not telling you. I'm showing
What
up
is
in
it?
it, and that's what you have to.
It's Eeyore. I know it's Eeyore.
It's Eeyore, yeah, but you don't know what it is.
Makes sense.
What? How would I not know what Eeyore is? It's a freaking.
No, I mean, you don't know what the costume is. Like, you don't know how stupid it looks. You know who I'm going as, but you don't know how stupid it looks.
Why didn't Quinn's brother care about this at all?
Noah?
Yeah, he should be. I mean, like, you don't have to be a genius to spot the signs with this one.
Is Noah even living with Quinn right now?
Yes,
I thought he just had his own job somewhere.
You made that sentence a lot slower than it should have been, and when you said is Noah even living, I'm like, damn, he might be dead.
Noah has like that cool computer science or like coding job, right?
Oh yeah, Noah, he's actually big into video games. Big into Minecraft for a long time. He didn't go to college, but he has like a good job. What did it pay? Like
80K. 80K right off the bat, no
He
loans.
works on video games for like college programs and stuff.
That's
Like,
dope.
He makes video games too. So he's pretty cool. He's like good.
Talk about a fun job.
Yeah, well, he basically has a 9 to 5, but it's from home, and he's on his computer all the time, so I don't know how enjoyable that is for him.
If you enjoy coding, it's a really good job. Like, there's like only specific people who actually enjoy
always been
coding.
like that. He's super...
Yeah. No, you gotta be like a specific type of person to enjoy coding.
My brother's a software engineer.
Know, like, he got me into JoJo's.
Noah did?
Yeah, Noah used to come over to our house and explain the entire plot of like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures to us, and I was like, oh my god, this kid's like, he's such a nerd, like how could he memorize all this stuff? And then I started watching JoJo's, and now I'm like him. Like I know like all the shit that he was talking about years ago. So beautiful. The evolution
So Noto,
Show I've been
of our family.
Yeah.
what do you have against One Piece? Because I feel like you're not a fan.
I don't hate it, I just never watched it.
You're missing out.
The only
So
thing
I
I
would be
hated
open
on
to it if there
is
was less episodes.
the
See,
only thing I hated on is the live action because I just don't like live action.
if you watch Naruto, you can't complain about the episodes. Like,
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well,
Listen, the
I liked
filler was
Naruto because the Naruto filler arcs were kind of.
the fucking
Nerds.
war arc filler was horrible. Where it was like, what
Oh
if the
my
war
God,
never
yeah.
happened? Like that was so fucking stupid.
the one thing I can say about One Piece is like One Piece, out of all the animes I've ever watched, One Piece has the best filler. Like, you can't even tell it's
Isn't there,
fillers
like, no
sometimes.
filler, too?
There's very little. There's like a solid 100 episodes of filler, but like the filler blends in so beautifully with the show. Like you can't even tell it's filler. Like it's so good. Some of their fillers pretty lame, but like they have, out of all the One Piece episodes I've watched, like they have the best filler anime.
Yeah, I heard there's like this one filler arc where it's called like the boat arc or something. I heard that was boring.
Yeah, but I highly recommend, if you don't like how many episodes there are, start at episode 400. That's where it really gets. It has a slow start. Like if you don't like the beginning, like it's pretty slow. I still think it's great, but some people can't enjoy like the animation's a little outdated, whatever.
Oh yeah, I don't really like the art style of One Piece.
But the art style grows and changes. So like the art style, how it is now, is insane. They broke records for their toy animations, outdid themselves. Like the last Wano arc, that shit was crazy good. It almost looked realistic. Like it was so good. It's insane. And they're getting like gory too. Like Oda used to not kill anybody. People are dying left and right. Like shit's tragic. Like
No,
it's crazy.
Like
that's not a good thing.
like Ace.
I don't want to get a favorite character and have him die. I
Yeah.
don't
You
know
know-
more of that.
Raylan can't watch it because Ace fucking gets donut.
What?
No.
Ace the
No, don't. Spoiler alert.
Character
Spoiler alert. Terrible. Terrible.
I'm not gonna explain why he dies or how he dies, but
Now she knows.
it's like all over TikTok.
No, it's all over.
You're gonna see it one way or another. Just like how I
all my
found
favorite
when I
characters.
didn't even get to read. You know what's so annoying? I didn't get to read the chapter when Gojo got fucking cut in half. I literally had to like open my phone and just witness it on TikTok.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
Have you guys seen the show Invincible?
Oh, is that the one
No.
where like the dad's from like that cool planet? And he's
Yep,
immortal, so
yep.
he tries like killing everyone.
Bro, that
I've seen a
show
bunch of stuff about it, but I've never watched
is so good. There's only one season out, so I highly recommend jumping in. You have to have Amazon Prime, but there's tons of websites you can watch it for free. Like, that show is so good. Like, it turns like it's like a dark Superman. Like, he's like a dark Superman, and it's like people are trying to fight against him.
Beat the shit out of his son.
Yeah.
Season 2 is coming out soon. Right?
Season 2 is coming out soon. I highly recommend watching season 1 before season 2 comes out. It is such a good show. Like, it is so good.
Once I get into a show, I can just like keep watching it. Like, but I have to watch like. I have to like get myself to watch like the first 10 episodes, and then I'll just keep watching.
You'll be hooked after the first episode goes hard. Like, the first episode is where like shit goes down. Like, it's like, oh shit, it's that kind of show. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. I think any show, if it's good enough, I can just watch it. Cause like with Hunter x Hunter, I watched like the first 10 episodes, and then just kept watching like
so
1 to
mad
2
that you said
episodes
that
every
Hunter x
day.
Hunter is your favorite anime. Can't believe this. I can't believe like
Respectfully,
we're dating. That means you have to have JoJo's 3. Like, you can't even say that.
I'm not saying JoJo's isn't a top 3. I'm not saying JoJo's isn't a top 3, but like
you're saying that.
respectfully, Hunter x
Not
Hunter.
number. I'm changing
literally
it. If it's not your
sticks on
number,
JoJo.
you have to praise JoJo's just like I do.
Okay, I'm not praising it when Stone Ocean's ending was the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Okay, Stone Ocean. Yeah, that was
Like,
horrible.
I'm sorry,
I don't know what happened.
the author was so dumbfounded by his own ending that he had to just make a whole different universe for part 7.
No, that ending was dumb as fuck. I don't understand why. There's so many plot holes. Like, there's so many other stand users that could have came in that existed in the same exact timeline.
Giorno
They
literally could have like Giorno
Giorno
could have flicked
soloed,
Poochie out of existence.
but they're like, oh well. I guess the author just forgot that Giorno is literally like alive and he's like 20 years old at the time of this happening.
He was literally in Florida
Just
with
in
the
Italy.
other. No, he was
He's
in
just
Florida
or
with the
Italy
other Sons
fucking
of Dio.
off eating ice cream while the world was ending. And so
No,
was
he was
Rohan.
with the other sons. Rohan? Okay, Rohan, I didn't expect anything though, because like even in the season he was
That would've
actually
been
in, he
so
didn't do
funny.
shit.
If Rohan just showed up and then like wrote something into existence and just fucking screwed on everyone. Like, I would have been
No,
okay.
that's
I would have
the
been
issue,
fine with
though.
an ending like that happening.
The issue with introducing overpowered characters is that you can just never use them or your show becomes pointless, but then there's always
No,
the
like,
people that will say that like the
to
character
be
would
a
have
good
destroyed
writer, he's gotta be a better writer. Like, you have to take account of things that you wrote into. Like, it's not.
you know
a
who
good,
keeps
like,
really good
like story.
you know who keeps really good track of what he writes?
Don't say that dude.
No, you know who keeps very good track of everything he writes?
Not true.
Hunter x Hunter author.
No, he doesn't, bro.
Are you shitting me now?
You
Are you
don't.
fucking shitting me?
Okay, I like Hunter x Hunter, but it's definitely not good. It's like, I like it. Like, it holds a very special place in my heart.
There was no plot holes in that show, bro.
It was more of a show that I watched like when I'm like trying to like relax and have fun than a show that I watched to like learn life lessons from and like be invested.
Hunter x Hunter literally was like one of the most like I don't know how to explain. Like you could have the human. I don't want to sound like a nerd here, but like you literally could have taken Gon's humanity as a life lesson.
Humanity. He
Yeah,
got
because
mad
think about
that
it. He used to.
his friend got killed.
Yeah. Okay. So
That was it.
Okay. Listen to this. I get
You know how
fucking
much of that shit is in
shot in the
JoJo's?
head, man. I get a shotgun through my head, and the person that killed me is just standing there, and you're just gonna like shrug and walk off. You're not gonna be mad.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that is like one point of the Hunter x Hunter series, and in JoJo's that shit happened all the.
What are you talking about? What? Yeah,
there
that
was
makes
so
it
much
that
of
less
the human
tragic.
traits shown throughout all the Joestar characters.
No, there wasn't. Jotaro is
And
literally
we had a
cold-hearted machine.
We had a main female Joestar, even though her arc had like the worst ending of all. It could have had a way
I'm not gonna lie,
ending.
none of the JoJo characters show many human traits other than like fucking what's his face, Koichi. Jotaro has little to no emotion. He's literally just a
That's
machine.
because Jotaro's he's just him or whatever the like we'll say on the TikTok app.
What the fuck are you saying, Marilyn?
You know how people say that they say him? That's because Jotaro's
this is
just
getting
that guy.
besides the point. I'm just saying.
He's just that guy. So like.
You know what? Fine. I'm gonna make a final statement.
But he's the only
JoJo's
character
the
that's
best
like
main
that.
character.
Alright, you're gonna have a lot of people arguing with you on that one.
You know what's really annoying? The actual main character of Jujutsu Kaisen is like barely, like he's just finally coming back into the arc.
Gojo has white hair, so
That's a great
that's why he's not
observation.
my favorite character because he reminds me of Elsa.
What?
And
You're telling me
Elsa
Kakashi
ex
would
Gojo?
be your...
Is it not?
You're saying you don't like Kakashi in that
silver
case?
hair.
He has white hair. His whole thing is that he has white hair. He has white.
Whatever. Okay, well, I don't see any weird Kakashi fanfics coming out with Disney characters. I do see Gojo.
I guarantee if you look up any Naruto character with a fanfiction of any character from Disney, it will come up, unfortunately.
Everyone. Nope. Blocking my ears.
Unfortunately, the Naruto fan base isn't necessarily like the most sane people on Earth. So...
What? Yeah. To be honest.
I'm not gonna lie, out of the big three, like Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece, I don't want to admit it, but One Piece probably has the most normal fans. Actually, wait, let me take that back. The Nami fans.
In that fandom, bro.
No, the Nami fans
is in that
are
fandom.
insane. No, Marilyn, the Nami fans on TikTok are
Yeah.
biblically, like, they're biblically
Crazy
unreliable.
about him.
Nah, they're pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie about that. But
Like, the rest are fine, but that one category just like brings the average like sanity down, I feel like. But then again, there's people that genuinely think what's his face, that
I've had
Zetsu was a
enough
good character.
young protagonists. We need an anime that's about like an old guy or something.
Vagabond.
Vegapunk.
You notice that all the animes are about like teenagers. Like, what the fuck is going on?
We gotta read Vagabond, man. It's about Musashi Miyamoto, greatest swordsman of all time.
True. I just can't believe we don't see eye to eye on the whole JoJo's thing.
The whole point of most of the anime is just like some young kid that went through some shit during his childhood and he's growing up. I feel like it would be weird if it was like some random ass adult dude that showed up that has like some crazy ass powers.
Some old dude who's just farting around, but then one day he gets.
There's definitely a show like that though, I feel like, where it's like the main character is an older guy.
You know what gives me the same vibe as Hunter x Hunter?
I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. I swear to God. If you say something
gives me the same vibe.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? That makes no sense. IKK is like a slice of life.
No. Hear me out. Hear me out. To me, Hunter x Hunter was a slice of life animator.
Oh my, no way. No way you just categorized it like
yes,
that.
It was. It was like it's a bright colored, about two little boys running around the world.
Two little boys and their teacher gets decapitated by a mutant cat. It's very slice of life, man. Going doesn't have a father. That's not slice of life.
Okay, well, whatever. It gives me the same vibe just because of like it made me happy instead of making me actually think. Like that show never made me.
Hunter color scheme was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, but
it hurt my eyes, low key.
You know what? One thing I didn't like is like how like so many of the people that Gon and the others came with like fucked up on that mission to defeat the royal guards, and then Killua had to like carry like 90% of the fight against that big red dude.
Man, am I aligning my brain throughout half Hunter x Hunter during the Chimera Ant arc and all?
That's why you can't see the beauty of it.
I don't know. I'll just forever be a JoJo person.
There's nothing wrong with that except for the fact that I know the reason why you think JoJo is cool is because like fucking audio effects that like stimulate your brain.
No, it's because of everything throughout. Although there are so many weird plot holes in JoJo's, I have to admit.
It's hard to write a multiple part show in the same universe without leaving plot holes.
Because Dio's our main antagonist, but in the show, it bases off of generations, and Dio is fucking dead for half of those generations. So, like, the show just begins to just be repetitive as hell. Because it's like, oh, which Joestar is gonna have to deal with something that Dio did this time? And
wasn't the whole point of the show is that the Joestar family is constantly dealing with like Dio's plan?
That's good, Dio, yeah. Yeah, but like it's just dumb because the author knew. Like they should have just created a new antagonist or something because the author didn't want to drag out the whole being this thing, so he's like, fuck it, we're just gonna end the show. We're just gonna end the universe.
I mean, part 7 I heard is really good though. Seal Ball Run is supposed to be like the best part.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. But I don't know if we're ever gonna adapt it.
In my opinion, nothing's gonna beat the Stardust Crusaders arc though.
Stardust Crusaders was, yeah, it was probably peak, I guess. But
peak Jotaro when you put.
I feel like it would have been better if they had made Jotaro less perfect. Like, I'm not trying to hate on like Japanese authors or anything, but it's like it feels like since they made Jotaro Japanese, they made his character like so perfect. Like all of the other Joestars.
They do that in Baki.
Like
they
just because he's Japanese, it felt like they were making him like seem like, oh, this is the coolest Joestar, and he's the most powerful, he's perfect, he's attractive, he's calm, cool, and collective, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's other Joestars in the later parts that are a lot stronger than him, but... Yeah,
like, they did not make Giorno look like that, they did not make it like that.
Well, no, okay, that's a different reason. Araki, the author, forgot... No, you're not listening, you freaking fricker.
Whoa.
The author, he apparently forgot how to draw muscular, huge characters or something.
Oh, yeah.
In, after part 3 or some shit. He forgot how to draw them, I don't know why. Yeah, Giorno would look weird if he was as buff as Dio.
Blonde, little spindly, little skinny kid. He's not.
If
He was
Giorno,
weird as
literally,
fuck.
if Giorno, Bucciarati, or Misto were all built like Jotaro, it wouldn't look right.
It would look weird. You know, it's also good because he's not technically supposed to be a Joestar. He's like half of Dio. And half
Yeah,
of
he's
that random
Dio's
woman who is Italian or Japanese, I forget. She must be
Giorno?
Yeah, she's Italian.
No, wait. Not Giorno's.
His mom was
no.
Italian and she left him.
Yeah. Giorno's mom was like the prostitute, right?
I don't know if she... Yeah, I don't think she had to be a prostitute though. I think that was just like her thing. Like there was like a weird plot point with that. Like she was like, "Oh fuck you, kid! I'm gonna go make some bands," and just never came back or something.
Yeah.
Really, I forget what happened specifically. But yeah, they made Jotaro way too overpowered, especially if they were gonna make him that
Yeah, they
overpowered.
gave him
they
the
had him do
fucking
more
the
in
world.
Josuke's arc, and then also in Stone Ocean, he got fucked on so hard in Stone Ocean. It was unbelievable. Like they made him super like cool, and then they just like made him a loser. Because I guess they like realized they might have made him too perfect. Like I don't
No,
know.
they made him like low IQ for some reason in Stone Ocean.
Yare. I'm saying
Like he fucking
in this monotone voice.
Jotaro and Jotaro and Stardust Crusaders never would have made the mistake to grab Jolene's stand instead of the enemy stand. Jotaro and Stardust Crusaders would have destroyed Poochie.
I know, right? Like if he could take down Dio, and you're telling me he can't take down Dio's like predecessor or whatever the hell Poochie is to him.
Poochie
Successor.
is just like Poochie is like a messenger for Dio. He preaches Dio's words.
So why the fuck
He's a priest.
Jotaro took down Dio? Which fucking
I don't fucking know. He could have easily done it. But for some reason he can't use the world properly or some bullshit because he's
the
like...
Lord.
Fran, did you want more
I can't
pots?
use this because,
What's up?
Did you want more pots?
Yes, please.
Alright. I'll give you
You know
some.
what I
we're
noticed
entering their
somehow?
subconscious as
fucking-
they're listening to us. So
In part 5...
JoJo's.
Was it part 5?
Please, sir.
Wait, part 5 was Josuke's part, right?
I'm coming.
I don't know the parts.
Or whatever, like Bizarre Town or whatever the hell that was called. When Jotaro that one time couldn't use the world because he fucking was like
That was such a
2 meters too far away.
Oh my
But like the one time he used it against Dio, he was across like an entire bridge.
I know, that was
And then he was like, I held it for 11 seconds when you held it for 9, like there's no way.
I know, it's so dumb. Yeah, but I don't know why this. It was kind of funny when the author decided. For some reason, they were making all the Joestars like European or American, and they were like, "Oh, but we need to somehow like relatable to our audience." So they like had the wife move to Japan for some reason and marry a Japanese guy, and then Jotaro was just born and he was perfect. He was the best.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Yeah, it's just kind of funny.
Yeah, you know, man, they actually modeled Jotaro after like the predicted outcome of me in 15 years, you know?
Yeah. Yep, definitely. I'm just kind
Yeah,
of
the author actually asked my dad to like give like a visual representation of me, and the author's like got it, and then he drew Jotaro.
Yeah. And they say, man, though, that our only female Joestar one had a really weak stand, and then she like her ending was the worst. Like they basically made it so like she was responsible for the universe ending. Like really.
Yeah,
I don't understand why Joseph's daughter wasn't a legitimate Joestar either. Because, like, if Jolene can have the power of sand, then why didn't Joseph's daughter have the power of sand? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, if you have Joestar blood in
Because Joseph, to be honest, Joseph's stand was kind of cheeks though, like Hermit Purple.
That's because that was the unresolved plot point where they didn't explain how hormones somehow were like stands came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Did that hurt?
Like Joseph was supposed to be just like a hormone user, and then he just randomly gets Hermit Purple. That didn't add up to me ever.
We got distracted, and my anger for you fizzled out while I was distracted. Ooh, what's this? It's okay.
The anger for the absolute masterpiece of Hunter x Hunter. I'll literally take this to the grave. I will take this passion to the grave.
If you had said Naruto was your favorite, I would have.
Okay.
That would have been more
No.
acceptable to me.
I can't say Naruto is my favorite because there's just too much like issues with it. Like it's a good show, but there's too many issues
No way, you
with it.
you disrespected my number. Where am I putting Naruto at?
Naruto's still a very good show. It's just there's a lot of like structural issues regarding filler and like half of the show being Naruto talking enemies that are beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, that's.
Because Obito, if I was Obito, I would have sliced Naruto's head off within seconds.
How dare you? I like Obito as a character, though.
Obito is cool.
He was
Obito and
better
Maro
than
are cool,
Sasuke.
but what?
Yeah. His story was better than Sasuke, and I said it.
Story was literally the same as Itachi's, but like not self-inflicted.
Whatever.
I mean, to be honest, Sasuke and Obito are both just
Sasuke just makes me mad.
really emo for odd reasons. I mean, actually, Obito kind of got like his love stabbed in the heart in front of him, but
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Sasuke, I feel like he had it worse if he got his whole family killed.
No way. I mean, true, I guess.
No, Obito got a girl that didn't even like him killed. Obito wanted that to happen so he could take control though, like he wanted to unleash the Nine Tails once the Uchiha clan couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about the whole clan war within the village. And that's just
Also, the one thing
why
that
were they
doesn't
even
make sense
trying
is
to
how the
coexist? And
strongest...
how could you allow a clan like that to exist within your village? Because you know it's obviously not there's no way.
Well, I think the main issue was that Madara was too strong. Because Hashirama was the only one that could stop him.
Damn it.
Well, you know what? Another thing that doesn't make sense is that the Uzumaki clan, which was supposed to be the strongest clan, somehow got wiped out.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Like, the Senju somehow, like, defeated them, even though they were the strongest and had the most chakras. I never got that part. I think that's enough yammering about me from Naruto.
We sound like those people that I used to get annoyed at. Like, I'd be like, oh my
Well,
fucking
see,
god.
because, like, I get annoyed when people do that, but, like, I still have the same interest. I just don't like going online, fucking fiddling my fingers on the keyboard about it.
Well, we just did that
Yeah, but at
How
least
many
I'm
times have I
talking
done
instead
that?
of
Fiddle with my
posting it
fingers?
online.
online. I would gladly post it online if I was arguing.
I can never. No, but think about how stupid it is arguing with someone online. You literally type something, wait like a minute,
Not
you see
stupid, I
the
will
message pop up, and then you fucking go back to typing, and you're just going back and forth while
yeah.
you guys are like dead staring at your
man.
screen. When you
I'm
could
not
literally
dead
just
staring, I'm
go
seething. My
outside.
eyebrows are like furrowing or whatever.
Literally just like, instead of arguing with some rando, just like take a walk outside.
No, because that rando's gonna think they're right.
some freaking. It's probably some rando that lives in like Illinois.
Whoa, what's that over there? Is that new over there?
What?
Oh, yeah, what is that? It's like
Is that
blue.
that hotel thing?
Yeah.
That's the
It's
hotel?
pretty cool.
Let's go check it out.
Fran built it.
You wanna close the gate behind you.
That's cool as hell. I didn't even see it. My render distance does not go that far until I was over here.
I think you can increase your render distance by a little bit if you go in your settings video.
My TV would probably explode.
Whoa, what is this blue stuff you used?
It's what is it called? It's like warped. It's from a fungus. I can't remember the exact name.
It's from the nether, warped fungus, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the same thing that you use for the striders?
Yep.
Like when you put it, yeah.
Yeah, it's warped. Warped
I'm
word.
gonna change my.
Oh, there's a polar bear over here too.
Yes, that's my polar
You
bear.
know what this kind of, I don't know, what is it reminding me of?
What?
It reminded me of something from Studio Ghibli. What's that hotel that's in?
I honestly got no
With
clue
the
what you're
little
talking
lights and
about.
stuff. I don't know, me neither.
Oh, I just got an achievement. Move a bee's nest with 3 bees in it using silk touch. Nice.
Mm.
I'm gonna steal their honey.
Look at the rainbow glass too.
Oh, look how many beds there. Look at that. Holy
What
shit,
if you,
there's a lot
you
of
can
beds.
see our house from here.
Oops.
It kind of reminds me, I'm probably just, my brain is relating everything to anime right now. I'm just in that mode.
Because your brain
Remind me
can't
of the
like
Spirited Away
your
house.
brain can't define like how it feels when you realize that Hunter x Hunter's better.
Oh wait, don't get me again. I will literally keep you up until 3 in the morning.
I'll
Arguing.
sleep. I'll subconsciously argue. Like I'll be asleep and my mouth would still be moving about how great Hunter x Hunter is. I'll like recite lines from it without even thinking. That's what my brain does when it's asleep now. It just thinks about Hunter x Hunter.
You can win, but in my heart, I know I'm not. That's all that really matters. All of a sudden, I really want like mac and cheese. Okay.
I have 2 mac and cheese boxes like in my house, but I don't want to consume any more calories than I already have.
God, they put some in that mac and cheese.
The Cracker Barrel pancakes are like
sounds
insanely good for some reason. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, they were hitting on that day that we went there.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know what
pancakes
they
that
put in
like the pancakes you told me to buy and then you
They
ate.
were like just right. So
and then you
it's not my
stole
fault they
them
made them
off
that
my
good.
You didn't even eat your own meal. You just stole half my meal.
Well,
You
they
thought
gave
you
me
were
way too much
sneaky.
chicken.
You thought you were sneaky when you kept saying like, "Can I try a piece?" And then you just kept saying that more and more until you ate like.
I tried it. It was really good.
You like kept sampling my food until you said you weren't hungry and your meal isn't even eaten. And I ended up
Well,
eating your meal for
It
you.
happened. It's over now.
I already
we
know
go
it's
for
gonna
next
happen
time.
next time we go, so it's like it's inescapable.
Like, oh, Andy is still here. I didn't realize she's sleeping.
You know what's really good from Cracker Barrel is the what's it called? The country fried chicken or something. The gravy they put on it's really good.
That's what I get. I made that gravy and you were like, you like don't like it because it's just like cream basically.
Well, it's different when it's from like a powder mix versus when they make it at Cracker Barrel.
True, yeah. The powder mixes always do.
Well, the issue with the powder mix is that some of the ingredients are like compiled into one clump sometimes, and it tastes just super weird. Like it's not dispersed evenly.
True. Bambi is so tired. She's like snoring.
I think the favorite thing that you make, or my favorite thing that you make at your house is a pot pie, probably.
Really?
I used to love Popeye.
Yeah.
It might not be the
Especially
same
when you make
exact
it in
Popeye.
the Dutch oven one is really good.
People get confused, but we mean, what is it? Is it Finnish?
No, I think it's called Dutch pot pie. It's different. It's like a soup.
Dutch pot pie, it's not the pie.
Interesting.
It's like soup. It's like all the ingredients
Like a
that you
soup
would put in the pie, but you make it in like chicken broth.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it's different, but it's kind of the same. It's weird. But,
It's really good macros
that's my grandma's
if you put enough
recipe.
chicken in it.
I like the beef one more. It's more flavorful.
Yeah, the beef one just
Really
takes way
spicy,
longer.
And there's a lot of like I have to
You gotta slow cook it all day.
hours.
Holy crap, there's still so many people in this server.
I know, it's crazy. He was literally like, I'll join the Discord, but I might not join the Discord because I don't think I'm going to be on for much longer. 1 hour later.
Still here. They've been here longer than me and Marilyn, and we joined like 2 hours ago.
They're actually building some pretty cool stuff.
What are they building?
He has like this sick couple houses where there's like this checkerboard floor and like some pretty sick cool things. Like they're on the other side of the wall. There's an unfinished version of the wall which I'm working on right now to finish it. But pretty cool things.
Look at the hotel.
Someone just joined back. I think it's like one player away from server limit right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, literally. Holy shit. This is the most I've ever seen it.
The hotel looks like you know those elephants
Is
in
it just me?
India
It
that
looks
like
something.
you know those elephants in India that are like really fancy, that are like they decorate in jewels and
My
stuff
brain
and put
can't
like a
comprehend
carpet
where you're
on.
going with this.
Yep.
No, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the cool ass elephant. That's what it looks like from over here. It looks pretty cool.
What are you
That
guys?
don't make any sense. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Marilyn,
Like a what do
I
you?
swear
You
to
said
God.
like an elephant?
You
How
know
does
the
that make
cool
sense?
elephants that walk around, Marilyn, like in India, where they had like the carpet draped
Oh,
on
yeah,
them
that are,
with
like,
the pools and
bamboo.
everything? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but how do you translate that into a building?
You know what, Marilyn? You know what?
In my
Fair enough.
opinion, I think it looks like the Spirited Away Hotel.
But the Spirited Away Hotel is like dark red.
Yeah, but in the night it glows.
You're saying your comparison's better than my elephant one?
At least mine is like a building.
Okay, and mine's a creative interpretation. What's your point? Can't win this one.
I need you to get me a lamp.
How do you build a lantern again?
Iron. 1 iron. Torch. Or maybe more than 1 iron. All I know is...
It's iron nuggets.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
A lot of iron.
Well, thank God we have a lot, I think. Yeah.
You need like 8 iron nuggets, or 8 iron nuggets and a torch.
Realm, did you leave your iron sword and pickaxe in here or something?
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, they're just really low.
This kid is mewing in his senior photo. I'll never forget the video that model.
I just saw that video again today.
He goes back to mewing.
I saw that video again today. I just made 16 lanterns. Is that enough or not? Maryland.
Wait, I'm trying to read this
16.
post about this dude that's complaining about Halloween.
Okay, I just dropped the 16 lanterns.
I have this friend, and I have an common friend. He's Christian. He's really upset about people celebrating Halloween. He's posting about it.
He's like, it's a pagan holiday. You guys are terrible people.
Yeah. That's what he's on about right now. He's
Yeah,
just,
but
he's
we
that
get
kid
to
that
dress
lives
up
at
in cool
preschool.
costumes. Wait, the kid who thinks he's Ziz or whatever.
Yeah, the kid that likes Ziz, but then gets mad at people for celebrating Halloween. That's cool.
Ziz, the guy who literally went to raves almost every single day, was the least Christian figure ever, and this kid's complaining about Halloween.
People can't pick and choose. You can't pick and choose on who you hate.
Yeah, and I feel like they like half-ass follow their religion.
Well, he just shouldn't be hating on people. So,
Yeah,
that's what it should be.
I think I just gave you like 23 lanterns.
Alright.
God, I love 1x1 mining.
That method scares me. Like, it looks so cool, but it is scary.
And the stupid video I posted is still like gaining views. It's almost at 30K.
No, it's not a stupid video. People are concerned for you. That's why it's getting attention. Cause they
Yeah,
think
but
you're
it's
gonna,
so
like,
stupid.
die.
It's been like 3 days.
It's not that long of time.
If I saw a video of some kid saying he's taking like an ungodly amount of steroids, I'd, like, comment and be like, "What is wrong with you? Stop." So.
It's a pretty
Do
good way to
you
get
guys
views.
remember that kid who came to the Y in a bunny costume and like would do those absurd glute presses, like the glute bridges, super
What?
fast?
I will literally never forget
I
it.
do not remember that.
Oh no! Wait, no, wait.
Oh wait.
Wait. No, there was a dude in the corner doing that, and he was like,
Yup. He had a
Yeah, never forget.
"Is it the same guy?"
yeah. He had a
He
who
was
was
in a bunny costume when we saw him.
yeah. Sometimes he'd wear a bunny costume. Someone on some famous TikToker caught him doing that, and it got like 5 million views of him just.
Yeah, I saw someone's post that had like 5. Because my friend showed me a post from the Y, and it was that guy, and it had like 500,000 likes.
It was
Yeah,
crazy.
what did you guys do about that? Was
So,
that stage?
Yeah, we ended up only because like we learned like he was a sex offender. Like that's why we ended up like if he didn't
He was legitimately being weird.
yeah, if he didn't wear his bunny costume, I don't think we would have removed him or did anything about it. But like he straight up like wore a onesie bunny suit with an ankle monitor on. Like you can't really do that. Like
Wait, was that? Hold on. What was his name? Was his name like Chris or something?
I don't know his name and I can't say it because I'm streaming, but I don't even know his name. But yeah, it was
seeing his like
crazy.
ID printed, or like his membership info being printed out, saying like, if you see this guy, call the cops.
Yeah.
yeah, shit was
I
crazy.
actually saw that dude, bro. That's insane. I just remember I was watching him for a few minutes straight. We're gonna end.
I was genuinely impressed. Like I was impressed. Like how can
He
you?
was going for like me and Logan were doing 3 sets of something. He went for all 3 sets, including rest time plus the time it took for us to watch him.
Bro, that shit was impressive.
Like,
He put a kettlebell.
minutes.
He put a kettlebell on his hips too. Like, and he was doing that shit. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, like 20
If I had
minutes
seen him in the bunny suit, though, I probably would have.
I don't like.
Love it.
Honestly, though, I wouldn't even known he was a sex offender until you told me, because I thought he was just some weird dude.
No, he was obviously.
No, he was weird,
slightly
but I didn't
weird.
think he was a. I didn't think he was a sex offender.
Yeah, I didn't know either until he like wore the bunny suit. Like when he did that, I was like, all right. Like now I know what that ankle monitor might be for.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a video
like-
like that girl where they like catch predators and the dude, like that's what I'm thinking of. Like, what's with people and like what is it and why? Like what did he get off on by wearing a bunny suit?
I don't know, man. Like
Going to the one-
He also was like on the spectrum too. Not that that's like an excuse for anything, but
Yeah, I saw
That might
like, the
be
look on his
partially-
face was a bit like.
it's an actual like
I
tack.
couldn't tell. I genuinely couldn't tell like what he was getting at.
It's a tactic though for like sex offenders to like wear
Yeah.
like bunny suits, and like being a furry is one thing. Like I have nothing against people who are furries, and like I'm not a furry personally, but like you want to dress up as an animal and pretend you're an animal, go for it. But like it is like a known sex offender thing that they like dress up that way so that they can attract kids.
it's true.
Oh, okay. That makes kind of sense.
It's like the same thing as being an Easter bunny for someone's like.
Yeah,
Some
that
kid's
makes I was
party.
wondering like that would why.
I
would help.
never trusted when they brought in random, like clowns or Easter bunnies. When at my friends' parties, I would stay away as, like, I would literally be on the opposite side of
Those
wherever.
things are just creepy.
I just
in
had an
general, too.
instinct that like something bad was gonna happen.
Oh, they're creepy as hell.
Yeah,
Bunny suits are scary.
just a wee bit.
A wee bit.
It wasn't even like a general like. It was just a general concern that they were just creepy. It wasn't like obviously as a 3-year-old, I wasn't like, oh that guy's a sex offender. I was just like that guy looks weird, so I'm gonna
No,
stay
they're
away
just
from him.
scary. I really want to go to Hebert's Candy Mansion, though. You know
What does that have to?
Yeah. I used to
No,
go
'cause
there
it's
for like
a-
Girl
it's a-
Scout.
Go where?
Yeah, it's a really cool place.
To Hebert's Candy Mansion.
It's like
Sounds like Jebstein's Pleasure Island.
a mansion. Yeah, it sounds like
Let me look this up.
like they have the
Candy.
creepy bunny suit. Because it's like at Easter, they celebrate Easter there.
Yeah. They also do like a haunted walkthrough for Halloween.
Oh my god, that just reminded me. Like, I saw this reel the other day. Like, I watched YouTube reels because I deleted TikTok because I was spending like 5 hours on TikTok a day. And it was just unhealthy for me. But I do like YouTube reels every now and then. And like, I was watching this reel and like, it was about Pinocchio. And if you watch like the original Pinocchio, like, one of the guys is like, this is like way back in the day. I don't know how old the movie is, but it's an old movie. And like he was like talking about like bringing the kids to Pleasure Island, and like
Yeah.
shit's crazy. They were dead
Yeah,
ass
it's weird.
hinting at that shit. Disney's in some fucked up shit.
So
Like
creepy.
you look at some of Disney's older movies, like they'll put like on the movie cover, like the VHS models. Like if you look at their VHS, like old VHS style like covers, you'll see like blatantly, like not even like you can't even like say, oh, that's just a mushroom, or like that's just like a whatever. Like it's like straight up penises like on their covers of their VHS tapes.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't trust no Disney people or any.
I used to love Disney movies like Lion King, my guy. Come on now.
Well, Lion King's a banger. You
I
can't
know.
say anything bad about
They
that.
have good movies. But in my opinion, anyone that's like in a position of power or just like really famous or something, there's always something.
Yeah, it's got some sketchy backstory.
It's like way too often. There's always something weird going.
Especially as influential as like Disney, like, or like,
Yeah, like companies that are big, like they get big for a reason. And like I'm not trying to be like, I don't know, preachy, but like usually from exploiting at some point or another or doing. There's
unfortunately.
always something there hiding.
Well, also my concern is with companies like Disney, their main audience is children. So if some like weird little like some weird people wanted to work for Disney to interact with kids more, they could, and it's just not. I'm not saying that happens all the time, but it's just like it's like a common job.
Unfortunately, it is kind of a straight line vector for pedophiles. Like, if you think about it, like, if I was a pedophile and I wanted to be close to kids, like, of course I'd go work for Disney. Like, it's like a no-brainer. Like,
exactly. So you can't trust.
That's kind of why the government is so corrupt. Is like, if I was evil and I wanted the most amount of control. That's why, like, a lot of bullies end up becoming cops. Like, if I was evil and I wanted the most amount of control over people's lives, I'd go into the government. I'd go into the positions of power, because then I could enact the most amount of evil and harm to people.
Yeah, for legal, you can do it legally too.
It's literally a straight line vector for bad people.
I would take me personally, I'd take a different path and become like a software engineer, so I could just destroy people's computers.
Schools are really bad for those type of people though. Like, I have some teachers, like, when I was like growing up, like, I could sense something was off with them, like the way that they would just talk to like the girls in the class. Like, well,
high school history teachers.
What's with male history teachers and flirting, and then English
English teachers flirting with football kids is crazy.
Yeah, that was so weird, and it's not even like a joke.
It usually only happens in like small town schools though, not like big city schools. It's always like schools like Wachusett.
I was so uncomfortable with a few of my teachers, like male teachers, were like borderline hitting on like the girls, and the girls were like flirting with the teachers. But like, I don't
there's a known male. Remember Mr. Hill?
But it's the fucking old dude.
Well, you remember Mr. Hill from middle school, the math teacher?
Wasn't he like actually convicted?
No, he was never convicted. He was like a regular old dude, but it was just the way he talked. The way he talked. No, he literally. I'm not gonna lie. I said something weird when he was talking to me during math. And like he was talking to me and Justin, and it was uncomfortable.
Oh God.
Because in 7th grade, I'm not gonna lie. I did not. I looked like a. I kind of looked like a girl. I'm not gonna lie. In 7th grade.
You were just what they call like, what is it, a prince boy or something? You had that vibe.
That was not a good.
That's a good compliment.
Not a good phase in my life. I did not look like a boy. If I wore like a.
Would you rather
if I wore a wig, I would look like a girl.
I don't understand.
No, I just don't want to.
It's kind of like the same way you don't want to look too masculine. Like, it's the same way.
Yeah, but he was before puberty, so it doesn't count.
Okay, well, that's besides the point. What I'm saying is that I did not.
Okay,
I'm saying I didn't look like a boy.
Masculine. I don't know a lot of 12-year-old boys that are looking like.
I don't know. Some kids nowadays look fucking huge. Like
what is with that?
Like
some 13-year-old powerlifters look insane.
And same thing with girls. Like some like 16, 15-year-old girls look like they're 20, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's not good, bro. Oh my god, I have to check everyone's ID and my account.
Well, I think fashion sense is changing too, so it's making people dress older also.
Like, these girls that I work with that are like 16, like, they're constantly doing everything in their power to look as old as possible. I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, I don't understand. Like, and one of them literally started crying because some other girl asked her if she was like 15 or something, or 14. And she's like, how can she not tell that I'm like that?
Yikes.
Why do you want to look older? Like, I don't just, like, enjoy it to your age, but...
Slowly but surely, people are leaving the realm.
Hey.
I feel like I can breathe again.
I feel like this fence looks weird.
The what's weird?
That one you put that one down. You can't even get mad at me.
I'm trying. I know. I'm getting mad at myself, not you.
I was getting accused. I'm gonna defend myself.
I wasn't accusing you.
The bridge wasn't even that bad.
conversation topics.
I do miss your bridge, Noto. It looked nice.
Yeah, it did, man.
Oh wow! Wow. Okay, what was my bridge?
What did you?
No, your bridge is nice too, but sometimes cobblestone can have a nice look to it.
He's basically saying,
Well,
Realm,
didn't
is
you
that the old
technically
one
base
was
the bridge?
better?
He came over here and he built a little bridge, and then you just built upon. It's like a collaboration.
Wait, no. I built like a template and then I just happened to add stuff on, which you also complained about.
Whatever. Cause dude, like there's a. Where in our house do we have oak wood besides the walls?
Needed a new look. Okay,
This is a spruce wood home. Okay, we don't do the light wood.
Well, you got that cherry wood too.
You said you don't like the birch.
I don't like birch. I didn't say
I
anything
think
about oak.
cherry wood is reserved for the pink.
How do
I saw that you guys have an Arctic fox too. That's sick.
Right, Maryland
Yeah,
just like randomly captured an
But
Arctic
he has a
fox.
friend.
I think you can feed him berries
A friend that
to tame him by feeding him berries. I think.
what?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
Yep. I think so.
Oh my god.
There's like a zombie under our house, but it's not like. It's like in an
Yeah, we gotta
awkward
put some
area.
torches.
No, but it's
I
not.
want to build
anywhere
some
near.
more like houses. Like I want to thing over here. Like I'm thinking like a bakery. You guys have a bakery in your like
We don't.
area over there?
We don't. We should have one though. That's a good idea.
Oh. Ooh. Wait, I think it loves me now. I don't know if it's tamed, but it says it loves me. It's doing the heart. Come here. Yeah, dude.
I hear my brother talking passionately about something.
What is he doing?
I have no idea, but I don't want to walk out to the living room and look too invested in
Wait,
my
is he
crap.
yelling?
No, he's just talking louder than usual, even though he's very
He's
loud.
yelling? Oh, he
No.
usually talks pretty loud. What?
Yeah, he's a loud fellow.
Yeah, he's like seething because he's so quiet all the time. Then when he does speak, like I remember when he came to your soccer game, he was just sitting
Alright,
there.
well, to be he's kind of obnoxious
Stands
at
up and
games.
starts screaming. And he's like, the parents
Yeah.
are like, and he's like, no, he's a stupid fucking.
Well, my brother and my dad talk very loud, and they don't realize it. So my mom always has to tell them to stop talking so
I
loud.
like it though because I have a hard time hearing people like it.
Same. I hate people talk
I have a
quiet.
hard time understanding. Yeah.
I just.
I don't like having to ask people to like repeat themselves.
I know, it's so bad for me. I just blast my music though, so it's partly my fault, but still.
Yeah, especially at the gym,
Yeah, I do that
having one AirPod in and the YMCA music playing is like it's impossible to hear people.
So this was like the whole thing I was bitching about the other day. I'll take from my headphone off, not the other. And they're trying to have a whole conversation with me and I'm like not trying to pause my music. My brain literally can't comprehend because I have like Britney Spears or something blasting in one of the ears. And I'm trying to listen to them, you know. And then I'm like, huh? What'd you say?
Sifu Blue left the realm.
Why is there only? Oh, look at that! There's only 5 people.
What?
So,
That's okay. No, let's see. Okay, I think there's no less than people. I'm gonna find a way to make this bridge look less stupid.
should just make it exactly like the last one we had.
What's in that?
No, man. Well, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll BRB.
Do that. I want to go get a snack so I can eat it today.
Oh, I'm gonna try my hardest to wake up at 8 a.m. so I can get a workout in, because I got so much work to do tomorrow. I'm not gonna do any workout if I don't do it early in the day.
Did you check the messages in the
No, I haven't checked it out yet. Once I finish putting up this wall, I'll take a look at stuff.
Alright, I am back.
And so your thing says noter, so my brain, like, I literally am gonna start calling you noter because of the times I'm reading noter.
I made it that way so people on Rocket League can call out my name better if they... Because it's a lot easier to say Noter Toad than No-Toe.
Noter
Sounds dumb, though. Noto Toad? What the hell is that?
Noter Toad.
Huh.
What is that? That's not...
I don't know what that is. Because you call me, I don't know why, Marilyn, you call me like by my normal name, and then randomly you'll just call me Noter.
Yeah, sometimes I'll call you Noter. It's just like, I don't know. It's cool. And then sometimes I'll call you Noto.
What's that guy's name from Cars?
Usually.
Mater?
Is that his name, Noter?
Mater.
No,
Mater.
No, Mater.
Okay, that's what that reminded me of.
The like the rat truck from Cars. The brown one, Marilyn. Mater. Don't tell me you didn't watch Cars.
Those cheddar rice cakes right now, they're so friggin' good. Oh my god.
I'm really tempted to go and make my mac and cheese right now.
They're beautiful. Yeah, these things are cheddar flavor. They're one of...
I'm like extremely tempted to go make the freaking mac and cheese right now.
You should wait until I'm at your house so we can make it.
I have 2 boxes. I could just bring one to your house on Wednesday or something.
I was with my homemade one. But my
My
homemade one
mom
is
and my
like...
brother are talking, but I have no idea about what.
Ooh, I'm invested. There's like never any like... This isn't a hate. This isn't a complaint. There's never any drama.
The only drama that ever happens
I always want to know what's
usually...
wrong.
The only drama that usually ever happens is like related to my brother.
Yeah, but like,
I have no idea why.
There's like never anything bad that happens. Good, but I just like think something when you guys do talk.
Well, I don't know.
Your family's
They're
just so
talking
different
about
from mine
something.
when it comes to like people's dramatic shit. And my mom loud, and you know how she did.
That's
Opposite of your mom.
so dumb how you can't turn deep slate into walls. Ugh. Useless.
Oh, I think they're arguing right now, Marilyn.
They're arguing? Wait, they're actually arguing? This is
Yeah, my mom
interesting.
and my
What are
brother.
they arguing about?
Fuck, I know. Can't even hear them right now. I got my headphones on. I don't know. It's like a quarter. It's like a quarter annual argument when that happens.
Older brother, younger brother?
Older.
How many siblings do you have?
I got one. A small family.
It's decent size.
It's just, I want to know what it's about.
Who knows?
It's definitely about wondering. There's like barely anything it could be about. So I'm guessing college.
It's probably about what he's gonna do after college. Cause I don't. To be fair, he doesn't really have like a fucking number
What year is
6.
he in? No, I mean like, is he graduating this year?
Yeah.
So that's probably what it's about.
Well, the issue is he doesn't have anything planned. Like he hasn't thought that far for some odd reason. Even though I like.
That's how most
Even I.
people are.
Yeah, but like even I've asked him like, what do you plan on doing with your degree? He's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, why would you go to college then?
This is the issue with people that just go to college because they think it's to do, and so then literally nothing.
Yeah, I literally told him. I literally asked him. I was like, what do you plan on doing with that degree? And I was like, and then he just said, I don't know. And then I went like, why'd you go to college then? And
College
he
is
can't
the only
even
way to
answer me.
live.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. It's impossible to have that conversation with people in my family though, cause like they all got PhDs and shit.
Yo, high key, if I could get in a van and drive around the world on like and just like camp out at different places outside.
That'd be so good. I would love to do something like that.
Just travel.
Like, I was staring outside tonight after my shift, and I just got like so depressed. I don't know. There's so much that I haven't seen, and I'm like already like I'm not saying I'm old, but I'm 18 years. Like, I don't know. It's just a little sad to be stuck already.
You got time
I
though.
feel like I'm stuck. I'm not that stuck. Let's be for real.
You got more opportunities coming your way
I'm not
if you're
tied down here,
wait.
technically.
I don't know why I just said that. Acting like I'm not still the same age as you. I was just about to say something that like someone who's like 35 would say to you.
Yeah, right.
I was about to tell you that you have a lot more opportunities coming in your life.
Hey, if you guys
Like a motivational grandpa, I'll get.
if you guys get your personal training certification and are looking for a good paying job, I could hook you up.
Oh, I have my PT certification.
At work. Bro, once I decide to invest in it, once I have enough money.
Well, if you go through Fit Tour, me personally,
Yeah, man, Fit Tour's super cheap.
I went through Fit Tour.
Yeah, I have my PT certification right now, so if you do have a good job, that'd be...
Yeah, no, I could literally
Hundreds of dollars.
I could literally hook you up, like starting 50 an hour, like get you a job. But we work with substance abuse, so it's not like a cakewalk, like it's a heavy on your mental kind of job, like.
Yeah, it's group
Yeah, I
training.
understand that. I mean, yeah, I have enough experience with people who are drug addicted and can't live without. Like, I know most of the issues with that.
Yeah, but they're young. Like the
What?
vape.
I'm not. No, I'm not talking about vaping. I mean, like, actual like,
Alcoholism is a
substance.
bit different.
Not alcohol, like literal drugs. I'm not talking about like Curtis
Talking
just
about
out
hard
Maryland. I'm not
Okay,
talking about fucking Curtis and shit.
Yeah, but
Curtis
you gotta, like-
is okay now. He's not like that anymore. I can tell he's like recovering. I don't know how he did it, but
yeah, but like I'm talking, you have to have personal experience with some heavy like abusers.
well, I'm open to learn about it. So regardless of if
Those
I have
people
info right now or not.
get so
the main thing is just like being positive and like having like a positive personality where you can inspire and motivate people to move when they don't want to do fucking shit. Like, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Like, most of the time I'll go into a location and everyone's like, can you fuck off? But I still get them to move.
Oh my god.
Like, that's
Are those people there like voluntarily, or are they?
So some places like the teen locations I go to, it's like no one there is voluntarily. Like, they're locked up under like lock and key. Like you need a key card just to get into the building. Like, but
that's definitely difficult.
For the adults, like one of my favorite places, like Lake Ave Recovery, it's like not even that far from the Y. Like, that is my favorite place to do because everyone wants to be there. Everyone values like the information you give them. So it's like, it's different depending on like where you go, yada yada yada. But like, it's a very rewarding job, not just because of the pay. Like, you're really helping people. Like, you could be saving lives based off what you say or what you don't say, and that's a lot on your psyche. Like, you could, like, maybe you just weren't yourself that day, you were miserable, you brought in some negative energy, and now somebody's like relapsing because you know, you can't put that on yourself too much, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, what did I say that made them feel like worse? But if you can just save one person, it's all worth it. Like, if you just save one person, that's all that matters.
Yeah. And we go to like community justice.
A lot of experience.
It's pretty cool.
If you're an experienced trainer, like, that's what the real job's about. Like, yeah, like if you, as long as you can motivate people and you have a little bit of psychological background, like a lot of it's like the psychology of motivation. Like, you need to know about the trans-theoretical model of behavior. But there's this new thing that I've learned about. I forgot the name of it. I feel so stupid now. But there's just different models of behavior and like what motivates people, and like if you can understand like why people do what they do and like what the right rhetoric to say to help motivate people, that's what the real job's about. And like, we'd shadow you, like you'd be shadowing us for like a solid month or two, like before you got your own session. Like, so you'd have to go through an immense amount of training, which is good, but like it's not that difficult. Like, when you get down and once you say the right things and you get into your groove, like as long as you stay positive, and like the hardest part of the job is like letting their negativity not affect you, like, because they're fucking negative. Like, they're like borderline. Is more than just like the people we deal with are more than just like addicts in recovery. Like, we're dealing with like behavioral issue clients, like community justice centers. Like, we'll deal with like ex-convicts, and we'll do veterans too, like a lot of like depressed, suicidal people. And it's just like, holy shit, like not letting all that get to you is like, that's the toughest part of the job. But if it's something you enjoy helping people, and you enjoy like allowing people to get a good, safe movement, and you enjoy educating people, like, it's definitely a job you might want to consider, because it's like really gotten me off my feet. And like, I invest 90% of my paycheck too. So like, since you guys are 18, I highly recommend you start investing. Obviously I'm not a financial advisor, but like I've only been investing for next November will make a year since I've been investing, and I have more money than I've ever had in my life, just because I've been doing something called dollar cost averaging, like getting a diverse portfolio, and like just putting 90% of my paycheck away. And it's like, it is like the best thing you can do, because the younger you start, like if you just don't know what you're doing and you just start, like you're gonna learn eventually. Like, obviously the more you do it, the more you're gonna learn. And it's all about like, where do I start? Because a lot of people get intimidated. They're like, oh shit, I have to put in my social security number. Like, what if I get scammed? This, that, the third. There's a lot of valid, genuine fears. But like, I personally recommend you guys go through Fidelity for traditional stocks. Fidelity is one of the biggest asset managers in the world. They manage over $4.4 trillion of assets. I have like a multi-millionaire friend who got me into investing, and he uses Fidelity. And like, so I use Fidelity for my Roth IRA, my retirement fund, and then my regular stocks, because they don't take a single fee. It's $0 to open up an account and $0 to maintain an account. And so like, you can't beat that. And so like, that's a good place to start, is through Fidelity. But if you do crypto, which is like, I'm a huge crypto fanatic, and I know there's like a lot of negative stigma around crypto, but it's like the best thing to maintain financial, like for me at least, like with what I've learned about it. Like, I turned $200 into, oh, maybe the IRS is listening to me. I'm gonna mute my stream for a second. Okay, I guess I can't mute my stream. Fuck it. Whatever. Fuck the IRS anyway. I turned $200 into $2,000, and that was just through crypto. And I did that in 20 days, like less than 20 days. And so like, you can't do that anywhere other than crypto. Like, crypto is like one of the best places to get like high returns. Like, Bitcoin has been outperforming gold and Apple and Google and every single stock since its inception. And people don't really understand like the value behind it. It's technology. But once you really start learning about it, you start to see like, oh shit, this isn't going anywhere. This is a technology. It's never been hacked before. Like, wow, like it's the biggest companies in the world, like BlackRock, they manage over $11 trillion of assets. Like Vanguard, $9 trillion of assets. Like Grayscale, like these are trillionaire companies like that manage trillions and trillions of dollars. They're all buying crypto. And it's like, why would I listen to poor people? Why don't I listen to billionaires and the things and follow the things that rich people are doing? And they're doing crypto. And so it's like,
True.
Just the more you learn about it, the more you learn, period, the more you earn. And like, once you start investing, like your whole mindset's going to start to change about money. Like, once you start to realize what inflation is, you're going to be like, wow, we're fucked. And then you start to learn about like,
Yeah, no.
what are you going to say?
Bro, oh my god, I put away all of my paycheck too, but I'm putting away all of my paycheck into my freaking savings account that's literally just sitting there.
And you're literally losing your money.
Hoarding money. I know I am, and I feel like shit because every time I go and I check on the prices for like the cars that I need to buy, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And
it's actually literally the worst time to buy a car right now. We're about to get another interest rate hike in November, and we might not, but from the research I've done, like it's pretty like everyone's expecting another interest rate hike. Jerome Powell, the lead of the SEC, the Federal Reserve, he basically is gonna hike interest rates one more time at least. He's been very hawkish and like saying like our economy, like we inflated so much during COVID, like we're gonna have a pretty bad recession, but next year interest rates are expected to be cut. So next year you might want to start about buying if you rent, if you take out a loan, but if you don't, then you don't. If you plan on buying your car outright, that's the smartest thing you can do right now. If you need to buy a car soon,
I'm not gonna have enough money for that.
some cars
That'll take me so long.
Some cars are like I got a decent car for like $4,000. Like I've always bought my cars outright, and I always manage to find like I've owned like 5 cars, and I like sell them right before they break down, and then buy a new car. And like I've gotten decent cars for like $4,000. Like that
I have
will
like a couple $1,000 right now. So like my mom, she's not gonna the car that's used.
she's gonna want you to want to have a new car.
Yeah.
In that case, I highly recommend Toyota. Like, I cannot tell you, like, you gotta understand, like, Toyota is the #1 bought car in the world for a reason. Like, Toyota is the most reliable. They rarely break down. Like, I've had my Toyota RAV4 for like the past year now, and I've only had to replace the alternator because I forgot to turn off the lights, and I left the lights on all night. So it's like, that was my fault. And the car's super reliable, and Toyotas in general are like really well made cars. I highly recommend them. This, again, but the number one bought car in the world for a reason. But
So how much money do you think I should be like if I got into investing?
so everyone makes this mistake, like everyone makes the mistake like, oh, I don't have a lot of money, so I can't invest. No, you have to start investing so you can have a lot of money. Like when I started investing, I had like less than $100 in my bank account. I was living paycheck to paycheck, like literally broker than broke, and like all you gotta do is put away like $10 a paycheck, like consistently, like just like you would in your savings account. Like whatever you put into your savings account, say you can only afford to put in $100 a month in your savings account. Okay, well, you can invest, and everybody has their own, you got to look at your risk reward ratio, and you can call up Fidelity. Like this is why I recommend Fidelity, because they offer free financial advice. Like I'll literally call Fidelity and talk to them and just ask them questions, because it's free financial advice by licensed financial advisors. It's literally the best company I know. It's all free. It's like really underrated company, but like you just got to look at your risk reward ratio, and the younger you are, the greater risk you're allowed to take on. It just makes sense, because you have more time to make mistakes and fail and fuck up. So it's like, if you're 70 years old and you're about to retire, of course you can't invest into fucking Dogecoin, because Dogecoin is an extremely risky asset. And if you're about to retire next year and Dogecoin goes to fucking zero and you lose 100 grand or $1 million, you're fucked. But like if you're 18 years old and you lose a couple $1,000s, who the fuck cares? You're gonna make it back next year. Like, so it's like, now's the time to take as many risks as possible, because the greater the risk, the greater the reward. Now, obviously you don't want to bet everything you have. Never invest more than you're willing to lose. Like you don't want to invest your rent money, you don't want to invest your insurance money, you don't want to invest your food money. So you have to budget yourself out and say, okay, if I were to put away money and lose it forever, it's essentially gambling. What's that number of how much money can I afford to honestly lose? If that number is $100, cool. If that number is $50, cool. If that number is a penny, cool. You invest that every single month. And so like me personally, I don't save a single dime. I invest 90% of my paycheck, because that's the risk I'm comfortable. I'm 24. If I turn 30 in all my investments, and I've put like $100,000 into investing, and I lose half of it, I still have $50,000. And the best part about losing money when you invest, which a lot of people don't tell you about, and a lot of people who aren't financially educated don't know about, and this is the reason why you have to invest, is because there's something called tax harvesting. And before I get into that, because that's kind of like a complicated topic, like there's literally losses, like you can claim your losses on your taxes. So basically you invest, say you invest $10,000 this year by the end of the year, or by the end of next year, and say you lose it all. Like all your investments sucked and you just made the worst investments possible. You invested in frickin' SpongeBob, the company that just came out, and it went to zero. And you're down $10,000, but the good news is you'll get back, if you sell that investment or it goes bankrupt and you lost it all, you'll get back $5,000 every single year for the rest of your life until you recoup all your losses. And so like,
Really?
yeah, that's literally, you claim your taxes, your losses on your taxes. So that's called capital gains losses. There's also not capital gains, it's called capital losses. But capital gains, unfortunately, America fucking sucks. This is why I'm going to move to Puerto Rico or New Zealand or Dubai once I become a millionaire. Because America they have insane amount of capital gains tax. I think it's like if you buy Bitcoin, for example, and Bitcoin goes to $1 million, which I think it will go to one day. Say you put in $30,000, you own your own Bitcoin, and Bitcoin goes to $1 million. Now you have $1 million. When you sell that, if you're a resident in America and that's your primary resident, the government takes 30% of that. So now you're left with 700,000, which still is a lot of money, but the government just took $300,000 from you because of taxation. Talk about fucking theft. You didn't fucking invest that money. How dare you? What right do you have to take the money I invested? Like, fuck off. Like, it's bullshit. But so there are countries that have 0% capital gains tax, like Dubai, like New Zealand. And if I like come up real big on my investments, I'm not even gonna sell my investments until I move to a different country, and that will be it. That'll be it.
Wow.
But again, just ask yourself, how much am I willing to risk? And if the more you're willing to risk, the higher chances you'll be able to get rewarded. And the more you educate yourself, it won't be a risk because you know what you're buying. You're like, okay, I know what I'm doing now. Like, I know the value of the things I'm investing in. And I personally only invest in things I believe in. Like, when it comes to traditional stocks, like 90% of my money's in crypto. But like, when it comes to traditional stocks, I do have some traditional stocks. Like, I invest in companies like Origin Materials, which is trying to end global warming. And even if they go bankrupt, like, at least I invested in this to something I believed in. Like, I invest in companies that are trying to do good things for the world. And so it's like, even if I lost it all, I'll get capital losses on my taxes back, and at least my money went to a good cause.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
I'll literally do anything right now. I feel like I would rather take a risk investing like whatever portion of my money than just knowing, having that dreading feeling that all of my money is just sitting.
Yeah, so the best advice I can give you, and again, take everything I say with a grain of salt because I'm not a financial advisor and everything I say could go to zero. But I've done research for the past year. I'm very passionate about crypto. I'm very passionate about investing in general. And the number one best piece of advice I can give you is to invest in Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin has outperformed, and you can look this up, you can do your research. Bitcoin has outperformed every single asset class in the world. It's gone up on average 145% every single year since its inception. And that nothing else has done that.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand Bitcoin. Like, how is it an actual currency? Like,
so the way it works is basically Bitcoin came out in 2009 after the 2008 financial crisis. It came out. Crypto is short for cryptography, which means code. It's literally a software engineer or a developer. Whoever made it is anonymous. No one knows who he really is. But like, think of the internet. The best way I can explain this is like the internet. When you post something on the internet, it's there forever. No matter how hard you try to delete it, it's always going to be there. Like,
yeah.
No matter what happens, like, it is the only way you could hack Bitcoin. The only way you could potentially hack Bitcoin and delete and like manipulate the source code is if you went into every single computer in the world that had Bitcoin on it and you manipulated their files simultaneously while erasing the entire internet's history itself. Because the way the code works, they're called Satoshi's keys because the person who made it, the anonymous user who made it, is named Satoshi. Satoshi's keys are unbreakable. Even by like the craziest AIs that we've ever developed currently. Like maybe one day a super AI comes out that can hack it, but as of right now it's unhackable. And that's why most people value it so much, is because it's the best place to put your money to hedge against inflation, because it's unhackable, because you don't need to trust a bank. Like when it comes to putting my money into a bank, like a traditional centralized bank, which are pretty much all owned by the same people, like when it comes to putting my money in a bank, I have to trust the banker. Like if the banker wants to, he can freeze my accounts. He can tell me, he can cancel and decline my card and tell me I can't send money to this country for whatever reason. Like when you put your money into a bank, you don't own your money anymore. The bank is called, it's a fractional reserve system, meaning when you put your money into a bank, they instantly loan out 90% of your money. So like if you had a huge chunk of money, like a couple $1,000,000, and you put that all in there, they literally cannot give you that money back right away, because the second you put it in, they're loaning it out to somebody else so that they can profit off of your money. And so with Bitcoin, what you put in is yours, and you can take it out whenever. You can send it anywhere in the world whenever. Like no matter what, you have total control. That's why it's so beautiful. That's why it's such a amazing phenomenon that's going to blow up in the next few years. Like it's here to stay, because giving people back financial sovereignty, it's literally allowing people to make decisions with their money, and they don't have to verify their bank account. They don't have to do all this bullshit and have the fear of the government freezing their bank account, or the whoever shut their card down because it's like an unusual transaction. Like you don't have to deal with that. Like I've made so many purchases in my life where my card declines because I'm buying from a foreign site, and I have to call my bank and spend my time, my valuable time that I'll never get back ever again, because this stupid bank is controlling my money. But now with Bitcoin, with crypto, I don't have that issue. I can send my money across the world at lightning speeds compared to traditional banking. I can send it.
So you're buying it with crypto, or are you?
I'm buying crypto.
Are you selling the crypto and then getting money and then using the money?
So you can do multiple things with it. You can buy crypto with real money. You can buy crypto with other cryptos. You can exchange your cryptos. You can trade your cryptos for other cryptos and then wait for the price to change and trade them back. That's called crypto daily trading. Tons of people make a living out of it. I'm a swing trader personally. I buy at a certain price and sell at a certain price because I know the markets generally go up and down, just like the regular market does. So the name of the game is to buy low, sell high. That's how you make money, obviously.
Yeah.
Like buy low, sell high. And if you understand why the market goes up and down, it doesn't just happen just because. Like things aren't as random as people think. Like there is a random variable to like, oh, World War III just broke out. No one could have predicted that. Oh, COVID just happened. No one could have predicted that. Like random variables do happen, but there are prime causers, prime movers to the way things happen. And when you understand those prime movers, you'll be able to predict. Like for Bitcoin, for example, if you do look into it yourself, you just have to understand the prime mover of Bitcoin is called the Bitcoin halving event. So that's all you really have to understand. Once you understand that, you'll be a lot more comfortable with investing into crypto. When it comes to traditional markets, like you got the NASDAQ, you got the S&P 500, you got different currencies across the world. But when it comes to the traditional market, since the dawn of the NASDAQ, and obviously there've been other exchanges in the world before the internet existed, but once the internet existed, retail investors, people like me and you, can now invest because everything's online nowadays. So once the internet started to exist, the general stock market has something called a 10-year cycle, give or take a year or two. Generally speaking, the stock market goes up 10 years and then it goes down 10 years. Once you look at every stock chart, on average, like 2000 to 2010, the stock market was going down. 2010 to 2020, on average, give or take a year or two, the stock market started going up. Now 2020 to 2030, the stock market's going down. COVID was like the real start of it, but like the stock market, generally speaking, obviously there's some exceptions to the rule, but like generally speaking, the stock market's going to keep going down until 2030. That's just the law of the cycle. Like, and so we have to buy on the way down and sell on the way up. Obviously there's some rules to the exception, but like when it comes to crypto, the reason why crypto's even better is because Satoshi, the guy who made Bitcoin, looked at this cycle and said it was bullshit, which it is, and his cycle is only 4 years. That means you have way faster returns for your money. So every 4 years, Bitcoin goes down and 1 year goes up. So give or take a year or two, or not even a couple hundred days, give or take a couple hundred days. It's not always perfect. COVID kind of messed up the cycle a little bit. No one could have predicted for that. But like generally speaking, the cycle, history doesn't repeat, it rhymes. And if you look at and compare the charts, they're very similar. And the amount it goes up has been depreciating over time, so it hasn't been as explosive. And the longer you wait, the less gains you're going to get. But there's only 5% of the world who's in crypto right now. So if you invested it into tomorrow or next week, you'll be one of the first 5% of the people to invest. And if you get in early enough, where it's the most risky, you're going to get the most reward out of it. And so Bitcoin, with a 4-year cycle, you'll get way faster returns for your money. And so it's like the cycles, once you understand, okay, it goes up here, it goes down here, you can time that with a little bit better accuracy once you understand the halving event. And that way you'll be able to make more educated investments. And you can never time it perfectly. That's why you do something called dollar cost averaging. When the prices generally are going down, you buy. And when the prices are generally going up, you start to sell. Because you can never know exactly when it's going to stop ultimately going down or when it's going to stop ultimately going up. And so you take out these logical, you leave emotion out of it. Because I got greedy sometimes, and I was like, oh, hang on, I could have turned my $200 into $2,500 if I just stick with my strategy. But I thought it was going to go up higher, and I didn't sell and take profits on the way up, which I should have. But I still made out. But the point is, like, you put your foot down and say, no matter what, when it's generally going down, I'm going to put in $100 every month or $50 every month, whatever your number is. And when it starts, when I 10x my money, or 5x my money, if 10x is too risky for you, once you made your money 5 times back or 10 times back, you recoup your initial investment. That way, no matter what, at least you didn't win or lose any money. And then everything from there on out, you just play with it. And so once you recoup your initial investment, every time you 0.5x, take out another $100. Every time it spikes a certain amount, you sell on the way up and sell on the way up and sell on the way up. And that is the best strategy that I've discovered. Obviously, there are better strategies that are even more risky, but this strategy has the lowest risk, high reward kind of thing. It's called.
There's a lot to learn here.
I know.
Jacob, this is very off topic, but I think I just found an actual ancient city.
Oh shit! Where are you?
I'm about to get fucked up, but hold on. I'm just trying to take a picture of my chords before I get murked.
Yeah, it is a lot to learn.
I'm into this investing now.
Yeah, you really should, because both of you are 18, and if you genuinely invested like $50 a month or $100 a month into Bitcoin, like, this is how confident I am about Bitcoin, especially. Like, my number one asset is Dogecoin, because I love Elon Musk and I think that Dogecoin is going to be a huge winner short term. But when it comes to long-term investments, Bitcoin is the safest thing you can be putting your... It's literally proven itself as the safest investment you can possibly make for a long-term investment. I genuinely believe Bitcoin will hit $1 million one day. And it's at $30,000 right now. And so, like, if you put $100 away a month or $50 away a month, that's going to go up on average of 145% every single year. And it could get even better. It could get even crazier because BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity, like their spot ETFs are waiting to be approved right now. And so once their spot ETFs get approved, like in the elections next year, and rate hikes are about to pivot next year, and we have this like perfect storm of good things that are about to happen next year. And so we could see prices like we've never even possibly imagined, because Bitcoin has already done things that have broken records more times than not. Like things in crypto have done things that are unimaginable. Like people have been made millionaires overnight by investing $1. Like the coin that I invested in, Pepe coin, it's literally a meme. Like there's nothing you can do with Pepe coin. Like on the main website, the devs that made Pepe coin literally said, this coin is a joke. It's not meant to be intended as an investment. There's nothing this coin is used for. And someone put $1 into Pepe coin the day it came out, and they turned it into $11 million.
Oh my god.
I'm so fucked.
Out of a mirror.
And that's something with no utility. Imagine when you put something in crypto that actually has use cases, that actually has potential, like the gains you can get from it. Like, there's some pretty profound stuff happening in the space of cryptography, and you definitely don't want to miss out on it. I recommend, personally, I know there's a lot of bad PR that goes to it, but if you're just a beginner, I recommend downloading Robinhood. I know there's a lot of bad things that happen with Robinhood, but I personally started to use it. It's very beginner friendly. And the reason why I recommend it is because they take 0% fees from crypto. Don't invest in Tesla stocks. Don't invest in regular stocks. Oh shit, you did find it.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm on my way.
Oh my fucking.
Negative 129. I'm coming.
Oh my lord, I just got destroyed.
So when it comes to crypto, Robinhood takes away so you put in $10, you invest $10. Other sites, you put in $10, you invest like $8 because they take a tax. So Robinhood's really good for investing into things like Bitcoin when you first start out. Now, me personally, I don't use Robinhood anymore unless it comes to like quick transactions and to send crypto to my friends, because my friends have Robinhood, so I just send it through Robinhood. But like I own my own bank, and so it's something called a hardware wallet, and like essentially, like no matter what, like if Robinhood goes bankrupt, like, which is not going to happen, like the chances of them going bankrupt are so low. But if Robinhood does go bankrupt, you lose all your money. It is FDIC insured, but that's as good as losing it, because you're not going to get that money back for a couple years. Even though things are FDIC insured, it takes so long for them to get it back, especially if it's not a substantial amount of money. And FDIC insured only means it's up to $250,000 that you get back in returns. So you got to wait, and it's just a headache. But when it comes to like my hardware wallet, they're a little expensive. You can get a hardware wallet for like $50. I got my mom to get one as a Tangent wallet. They're not as secure as my Ledger. Technically, they're a little bit more secure, but it's complicated. I don't want to go off too much on a tangent. I can definitely explain it more to you later. But basically, you buy this device, and no matter what happens, like all the exchanges in the world go bankrupt. The money systems, the financial markets, they all crash. The internet itself shuts down. You still have your money. You still have access to your money because of this device. That's how crazy technology is getting. It's like this hardware wallet, basically, like no government can freeze my account. The only way anyone can access my money is if they break into my house. Actually, probably shouldn't tell people this. All right, there's no way people can access my money. All right, let's just leave it at that. Yeah, so they have to essentially like steal my device and my social security card and I have a 25-word password and an 8-digit password. And unless you have access to that, 25 words, by the way, is 10 to the power of 80. There's theorists that say there's only 10 to the power of 70 known particles in the universe. So there's more combinations to this password than there are particles in the known universe. That's how hard it is for a computer to hack into my money. And so it's like, basically, eventually I'm going to memorize my 25 word password and delete the physical note. That way, literally, it's theoretically impossible. Unless you torture me, you can't get my money.
Oh my Jesus.
That's the value of crypto.
So what verification do you invest into any of your stocks or Bitcoin? Like, so how are you doing it? Do you transfer the money from a checking account that you have?
So yeah, I have my bank set up to my wallet, and sure, my bank could eventually say, you know what, we're not going to allow you to send money to this address anymore, but then I just open up a new bank account. And eventually, hopefully by that point, I'll have enough money with crypto where I can do something called staking. So once I have $1 million worth of crypto, I won't have to work a single day of my life for the rest of my life. Because once you stake your crypto, see, the best thing about crypto, and this is what people don't understand, is when it comes to a traditional savings account, you'll be lucky. You'll be insanely lucky if you could get maybe 5% APY on your savings account. Like, that's unheard of. Like, 6% is only seen in an annuity. Like, most people don't know what annuities are. They're basically like savings accounts, but you can't touch them until 10 years pass. And so, like, it's unheard of for people to have anything more than 5% annual percentage yield on their money. Now, when it comes to crypto, I stake my crypto, I'll get 10% back. 6% minimum back. And so, like, let's just go with the minimum I'll get back. Let's go minimum 6%. 6% of $1 million is $60,000. $60,000 a year for the rest of my life, no matter what. Like, that's possible with crypto. Like, once you get $1 million, you're set for the rest of your life. Like, you just stake it. And yeah, there are some other things to learn about when it comes to staking. There's different things in crypto, like arbitrage trading and different kinds of things you can do with crypto. It's a whole new market. It's a whole new world that allows for so much more opportunity. But best decision I've made in my entire life. I can't recommend it enough.
I'll definitely look into it, because I got nothing else to do.
So how do you open like the Fidelity accounts?
So I personally, yeah, you can download the app and set it up, but my friend tried doing that, and I think they've been having problems with their app. So I personally recommend going to their spot in Shrewsbury. They're super nice. They have free coffee there, free soda there. Very, very great people to talk to. So like Fidelity, just go to their physical location in Shrewsbury, shoot the shit with them. They'll set you up the account. You do have to put in your social security number. And that's like the most intimidating process about it. They're like, I don't want to get scammed, like this, that, the third. Like, it's reasonable. Like, if you're new to investing and you're afraid of that, that's why a lot of people don't get in, is because they're like, oh, I have to put in my social now. Like, but no, like, it's all KYC. It's all through the government. Like unfortunately, you have to do that one thing. But Robinhood, same thing. Any investment platform that you're going to get on requires your social security number, because that's how the government taxes you. That's how the overlords of the world, unfortunately, take your money and steal your money.
You get me a lead.
I fucking died with everything.
Get one from the chickens outside, because the bunny is sleeping.
Wait, so you just like... I think I know where the Fidelity is. I think I drive by it on the way.
Yeah, there's two locations. There's two locations in Shrewsbury. You know where Buffalo Wild Wings is?
Yeah.
There's one right by that.
Okay.
So go to that one, because that's the cool one. and you can set your Fidelity account there. Now the Robinhood app, just download Robinhood. It takes a little bit to set up, but this is how confident I am about Bitcoin, guys. If you put in $100 into Bitcoin before the end of this month, and I'll be generous because I know you guys are young. If you put in Bitcoin, if you put in $100 of Bitcoin before the end of the year, and you don't double your money in the next 2 years, me personally, I will give you back your $100. That's how confident I am that Bitcoin's going to go up in the next 2 years. That's how much I know about the subject. Like, if you put in $100 of your own money by the end of the year, and you don't at least have $200 in the next 2 years, I will give you, if you have $199 from 2 years after you put in that $100, I will give you another $100.
And so what do you do when you just like show up to the, like, do you just say, like, what do you tell them?
You want to start a primary brokerage account. You want to start an individual brokerage account.
Alright.
And I can go with you guys. If you go on the weekend, I'll go with you guys, walk you through it. I, through Fidelity, have a Roth IRA set up, but I don't really invest in my retirement account right now. I'm really just focused on the short term, medium term, because I know how much Bitcoin's about to blow up. I know how much crypto is about to blow up. So when I turn 30, that's when I'm going to really put money towards my retirement account. But like, I do have a retirement account through Fidelity. Roth IRA is the best one, beats the 401k. The only way the 401k would beat Roth IRA is if your employer doesn't match your 401k. If your employer matches your 401k to an substantial, can't even say the fucking word. You know what I'm saying. A big amount, then you get a 401k, but in every way imaginable, if you don't have anyone matching your contribution, the Roth IRA is the best retirement account because it's pre-taxed. So you put money into a 401k, say you have $10 million in your 401k by the time you're retiring, guess what? You only have $6 million because the government takes 40% or some stupid number like that. But say you have $10 million in a Roth IRA when you're ready to retire, you have $10 million. It's not taxed because it's pre-taxed. The money you put in is taxed, but the money you take out isn't taxed. The money you put in a 401k is not taxed until you take it out. And that's not what makes the Roth IRA so good. What makes the Roth IRA so good is you essentially can invest from that position. So whatever capital gains that you get from the Roth IRA investing, you don't pay a single dime in taxes. So you put in $100 into Bitcoin and it turns into $1 million, and you have that $1 million when you're ready to retire. You take it out, you keep all that money, no taxes. Now I'm not gonna have to worry about any of this because I'll be living in Dubai by then, or New Zealand by then. But yeah, America, our taxes here, I don't understand why people vote for taxes. It's just, it pisses me off. Unfortunately, we do. People are so dumb.
So what do we need if we were to go? So we're gonna need our physical social security card.
No, you just need to memorize the number.
Just need to know the number.
Just your ID and a number.
Okay. So I'm gonna need to have my license by the time I go there. So which should be soon.
Do you have any other form of identification?
Birth certificate.
Birth certificate will work.
I have my permit. I have a birth certificate, but nothing has my photo ID on it besides my. And it's technically not a thing that they can use to like.
Yeah, you might need your license.
My license.
Yeah.
You should also probably open your own account.
No, I don't have a passport either.
You gotta open your own like bank account too, because you're still on a joint account with your mom.
My mom is taking me to do that, but my freaking bank account is all the way in Poland.
Now, when it comes to Robinhood, you need your photo ID to send money, but I don't think you need it to invest. So like you could essentially open up a Robinhood account tonight and invest in Bitcoin without a photo ID and just your social security number. But yeah,
I'm gonna try to rush getting my license, and then I think 100 times easier
yeah,
when it comes to doing things like this.
it is a lot.
No tone knows. I've been stressing out trying to practice for my road test.
Ellen was practicing turns today, and I almost just like took the wheel and killed both of us.
Yeah.
What?
I almost was just gonna say
really
fuck
bad
it
at
and drive off the road.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was surprised by my left-hand turn, so it was the right.
It doesn't make sense.
Of him yelling at me to try to do the right-hand turn.
It doesn't make sense. Your left-hand turns are basically perfect, and then your right-hand turns, you kept like missing the angle a tiny bit. They weren't bad though.
Yeah, but I wouldn't hit a car that was in the right.
Yeah, but they weren't necessarily like so bad that I was just like get out of the car or something.
Yeah, it was better than what a majority of people. But that's not gonna count for a road test.
I'm traumatized by the fact I got destroyed by that warden out of nowhere. But you know, at least we found the ancient city.
I'm going down there right now, and hopefully I'll get your stuff. Did you die by those coordinates?
I fell pretty far down because I was running from the warden. The warden like sneaked up on me though. I thought I lost him.
So what you have to do, you have to crouch through that entire place so that the warden doesn't find you.
Yeah. The fidelity is only like 18 minutes from my house apparently.
Nice.
Noto, you want to know how much my paycheck was today for 2 weeks worth of waitressing paid from the restaurant?
Does it not include your tips?
Not including tips, no.
Then like 300.
$82.
Oh, what?
Yep.
82? How did you only work like 13 and a...
Paycheck.
How'd you work like
I
13
take more than
hours?
$100. Every shift I take more than $100. But still, seeing that paycheck, something don't feel right. I'm gonna start tracking my hours because
There's no way you only
more
work
hours
13 hours in 2 weeks.
yeah, no, I
1 week alone you work like 1 weekend alone you work like 20 hours. There's no way it's only 13 and it's bi-weekly. It should be like 40 hours.
I know. Exactly. I was expecting that paycheck to be at least more.
No, I have to be
My
fucking
employers,
scamming you. That's
they were
bullshit.
taking our tips from us when I was working there a year ago. Apparently, like, because I was a food runner and a hostess, and we're supposed to get paid a percentage of the tips from the waitress. If I know now I'm a waitress, it's like, oh, why are we paying the freaking food runners? But it's because, like, we would help the waitresses all the time with their shit, and, like, so we were supposed to get a percentage of it or whatever. But we never did, and they just took that money that they said they were giving to us and pocketed it.
Yeah, I don't. Your workplace is so disorganized and sketchy. I'm not gonna lie.
I told them today. Well, my managers said as soon as my other thing starts working, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I said I'm only here to get enough money to get a car and I'm out. Like I will literally do anything else. Like I'm not trying to be mean. Like I love the people there, but dealing with that much stress at a fucking job where I'm like, literally, like I'm just. It's hard, like, to complain about because I am technically making money wage, but just getting disrespected all the fucking time and having to bend to people's will is something that I will not tolerate. Like, for making money, like, I just don't want to do it. It's just disrespecting myself, like, high key. And people treat you like shit, too. I mean,
Yeah, they don't seem to value your time. No,
know, like,
to be fair, McDonald's was very respectful to me.
They were.
McDonald's was extremely respectful, but it was because I was in Holden.
Well, McDonald's is one of those jobs where you can say, hey, I'm not going to do that, that's not in my job description. At a job like mine, if you say that, you'll get fired. because it's just not that type of place where there is no job description. It's you do what you have to make things work around here.
Yeah, I know.
Whether that means you could. Sometimes I showed up there when there's supposed to be like 4 other people on shift, and oh well, they called out. You're the only person here. Guess you gotta do 4 people's jobs at once. Only get paid for one. That's how it goes. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's just so much stress for like, I don't know. Like I keep on having nightmares about my fucking job. It's been invading my sleep.
Your job is just not like, I don't know, it's not, the pay's decent only because you get tips, but it's just not worth like the moral struggle you have with it, like just having to be around those people.
Like I have nightmares literally about like my butt and like people just like yelling at me and like all that shit, and it's just like I can't stop thinking about it. And like just as I'm about to like let it go and not be stressed out, it's time for me to go to my other shift. And then it's just like the cycle is all over again.
All right.
I should be grateful that I don't have to do like a 9 to 5, but like still.
I'm down here in the ancient city.
18,
I see your torches that you placed.
yeah, I think those cause some noise also.
Oh shit, this is definitely a deep dark biome. I'm looking for the city now. Yeah, when he screams,
Gotta go.
I took down one screamer. I need to stop calling them screamers. They're skulk shriekers.
Wait, so for the institution, when you download Robinhood, which one do you even choose? When it says select your institution.
What are the
Is it
options?
just a bank?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's showing me a bunch of banks, so I just choose the one with my checking account on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Holy
Why is it
shit.
still baiting me in? Why do beautiful women date mean men? who treat them as dogs?
This is insane.
I don't know, I like stumbled upon it when I was just trying to mine iron, and then I get fucking obliterated by a warden.
I think it's just a deep dark biome.
So the warden just happened to spawn because it had like the things in it.
Yeah.
I needed it.
It could be connected to an ancient city, but I'm not seeing the city.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw like the darkness thing appear in the top right now, and you know I was fucked.
It'd be nice if there was a city.
Wait a minute, what the fuck?
Maybe Austin also knows some stuff about investing in like accounts, so if you wanted, you could probably bring Austin too. Austin's my older brother, by the way. He actually, do you know the whole GameStop thing
Yeah.
that went on?
Yep.
My brother had he had like whatever in GameStop, and he had a ton of it, and he was waiting for it to go up or something, and he sold it, but not when it was at its like best or something, and he didn't make that much money off of it. I have no clue what actually happened with that.
So basically,
But the guy that caused it to happen got arrested.
there was this Twitch streamer that got all of his what's it called? Fucking GameStop was doing very poorly, and this Twitch streamer, super influential, millions of subscribers, he was like, let's all put $1 into GameStop. And then the GameStop stock was being shorted so much by like these big companies for some reason. And then when he got all of his subscribers to put in a shit ton of money, it liquidated millions of dollars of shorts, which caused the GameStop price to skyrocket. And so like I actually own a stock of GameStop just because it could happen again, just as a meme. But like yeah, basically it's this influencer. It technically shouldn't be illegal. Like I fucking hate the laws and the regulations. Like if I want to tell people to get something, and it's my opinion, like it shouldn't be illegal. It literally is, but unfortunately we don't have freedom of speech. A lot of people think we do, but we don't. And so it's sad. It really is sad. Elon Musk, he talks really profound about Dogecoin, and he's being sued right now because he's like, oh, you're manipulating the price of this and like blah blah blah. Like who the no, he's just talking about something he enjoys. And like, just because you're not a licensed financial advisor, they want everybody to get a license and to pay the government every penny that they own. And it's just like, it's ridiculous. It's so corrupt. It's so unfortunate.
So you're actually getting out of America?
Oh yeah, if I like, become a millionaire,
want to do that by?
The second I have $1 million in my bank account, or in my crypto ledger, I'm not reporting it. I'm not selling it in America. I'm literally going to apply for a dual citizenship in a country that doesn't have capital gains tax. And then I'm going to start a bank in their country and just live there where they don't tax me. Like, sure, I'll pay housing tax or whatever tax, but like I want to make most of my money with investing, just because like how knowledgeable I've become about investing. Like it's a lot more simple once you understand like basic economics. Like all you really have to understand are the primary movers. Like inflation is a primary mover, interest rates are a primary mover. The US dollar is the world's reserve currency, but right now it's going to lose its status. It's the people who are in charge of the US dollar aren't even a part of the government. They're the Federal Reserve, which is a private company. Not a lot of people know about that. And they are purposefully weakening our dollar so that we go deeper into slavery, so that we can buy less and less every single year, and sky high interest rates. Like the cost of living is going higher and higher, just like your grandparents used to buy a piece of bread for a nickel. Like your buying power is worth less and less every single year, and the wages don't go up evenly. If they did, it wouldn't be that much of a problem. But minimum wage won't be going up for a solid 10 other years. So it's like, it's insane. It's just once you realize how much we're being fucked, it's almost, I have a lot of anger in me, and that's why I work out so much. It's like that's
I'm
my.
aware of it too. Like watching my parents like struggle is like the hardest thing.
It's so frustrating too.
Their entire lives, and it's just we just keep getting completely fucked on like left and right.
It's so frustrating.
Make it out.
When you realize like how many people don't know about it, and they're like, our government loves us. Like, you gotta pay your taxes. Yeah. How are we gonna build the roads? Like the shit roads that have potholes every 2 seconds because we're too busy dropping bombs on kids' heads with our tax money. Those roads.
I know. Exactly. People just don't. They trust the government too much. The government never has your best interest in mind for the most part.
And it's because it's all about power and control, and the etymology. Once you really like educate yourself, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Warden, Warden, run away, run away, run away. Yeah, this deep dark biome could lead to an ancient city, and I definitely have to explore it a little bit more. But yeah, once you start really educating yourself, not getting indoctrinated by what the education system wants you to know, they teach you what to think. They don't teach you how to think. Once you start learning about philosophy, which means the love of wisdom, most people think knowledge is power. Oh, what's up, Bloom Freezer? What's up, Amiss? Sorry, I'm not reading my chat. My bad, guys. Anyway, once you start learning about, like, most people think knowledge is power. It's not. Wisdom is power. Knowledge is just potential. All the knowledge in the world won't do shit for you if you don't apply it properly. And yes, there is a right way to apply it and a wrong way to apply it. These words have meaning. The truth is objective and it's discoverable. People, the biggest lie they'll sell you is that the truth doesn't exist, or that you're too stupid to understand the truth. If it did exist, you're never going to be able to understand it. And it's like the furthest thing from the truth. Like, you're way more intelligent than most people think they are. You have the capacity to understand the truth. You have the capacity to discover what the difference is between right and wrong. And there is a difference between right and wrong. It's not, the government doesn't make it up. Like, the government is not the arbiter of truth. They don't get to decide what's right and what's wrong. I believe in God, and I think that God written the laws of what's right and wrong into the universe, and that you can discover it with pure logic and science. You can discover that hurting people is wrong, period, end of story. You can discover what leads to harm and what leads to prosperity. Those things are able to be fathomed with the human imagination. Once you understand we all live in one world, and when the world's on fire, guess who burns? The people who live in the world. And if you put the fires out in the world, guess who has a better time? The people who live in the world. It's common sense. Like, of course, when I set the world on fire, when I hurt people in the world, I burn. It just makes sense. So when you understand that knowledge is just merely potential and you have to apply it correctly, and that there's a right way to apply knowledge, that's called wisdom. Philosophy is the love of wisdom, not ideology. Tons of people will mistake ideology and dogma for philosophy. These words are different for a reason. Words have meaning to them. And when you understand the true meaning of words, I feel like most of the arguments and conflicts in the world are based off of semantics. People think there are so many dialects and so much lingo, and there's so much fucking homonyms and homophones that I could say one thing and you completely think I mean something else. I can say, damn, that teacher was bad as fuck, and you think I'm thinking she's hot as shit. No, she was a terrible teacher. So it's like, I can say one thing and you think that I mean something completely different. And that's the problem with, like, today's society, is that people think that things are so subjective and that it's whatever I say it is. Like, no. Words, people say with sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me, are stupid. Because words are physical vibrations that leave your mouth and make a physical impact on the world around you. They literally, if you are religious at all, which I don't like the word religion, and we can get into that later because, again, words have meaning. I'm more of a spiritual person instead of a religious person. But if you do subscribe into religion, you'll think that God spoke the world into existence, which I do believe he did. God spoke the world into existence, and words are so much more powerful than you think they are. They literally physically impact your body. When I speak, I can shout and shake people. I can instill fear in people by saying something. If I threaten you, you're going to have a certain emotion evoked. It's not just a word. It holds so much more power than most people get granted. And so, like, when you understand that words have meaning and that there is meaning and purpose, and people who don't have meaning to things have no purpose. No, they're just floating through the void and they're just letting whatever control them. But when you have purpose and passion and you have value then. And so, like, you got to understand that the etymology, there's three things that give a word meaning. One, its origin. What was the word originally intended to mean? Two, the phonetic sound. It's called green language. It's a secret language not a lot of people know about. Green language means the physical vibration of the word that echoes into reality, has a meaning in and of itself. And three, how humans have changed and altered the word over time. All three are true. When you understand all three meanings of one word, you can use it with people in other ways and communicate a lot more effectively and understand other people effectively. Oh, and you can talk to people with very little time and be like, what do you mean by that? Do you mean it this definition or this definition? And you can be clear about it. You can agree upon definitions and say, you know what, that's not what I meant by that. I actually use this word like this. And then the people who are like, no, that's not what it means, then they're not even worth the conversation in the first place if they're going to argue about semantics. But like, if people who are genuinely like willing to learn and understand the truth, you can agree upon certain things and get on equal ground so you can comprehend certain ideas better. So like the etymology of government, it comes from the word gubernare. Govern literally comes from the Latin gubernare, which means to control. Ment comes from the Latin, and people will argue this time and time again, but the real Latin root does come from mentes, which means the mind. The word literally means mind control. And there are good forms of mind control. You can mind control someone to not kill themselves. You can mind control somebody to not hurt other people. Or you can mind control people to hurt people, which is what the government is doing. It's mind controlling people to do things that they're not allowed to do, like tax people. Taxation is theft. It's slavery. That's what government literally is doing right now. It's enslaving people. And so you can have a proper sense of government. You can have a proper sense of education. And there isn't a necessary black and white thing to everything that there is, just because. So you have something like mind control or manipulation. If a father pulls his kid's hand and tugs his kid's hand before he crosses the street and yanks and takes his free will away and manipulates that kid so he doesn't kill himself, is that bad? No. That's not bad for him wanting to manipulate his kid and take his free will away so he doesn't cross the road and get hit by a car. So there are good forms of manipulation and there are good forms of mind control, but that's not what we have, obviously. So it's all about learning the meaning of words. Like religion, like I was talking about earlier, comes from the root religare, which means to tie, to hold back, or to tie down. And so religion is supposed to put people's consciousness in a box and prevent them from understanding the truth and keep people separate. But the good sense, there's always two sides to every coin. The good sense of religion means to bind together, to bring people together, because ultimately the sacred shape is a circle that tries to express the ultimate truth that we're all one, and when one's suffering, we're all suffering. That's the ultimate form of enlightenment anyone can achieve, is to understand that we are all one and all in one world, and when that world's suffering, we're all suffering. But you could hear that, but once you truly understand it, you'll suffer less. And so like that religion is supposed to tie us together and make us realize that we're all connected. But most people don't understand the words have meaning. Most people don't want to say that there is such thing as objective truth, that you can discover it. No, it's all subjective. It's all, truth isn't real. I'm God. I can make whatever is right and wrong, and they live their lives in such a harmful way, objectively harmful. Like, you can look around and see how much suffering is around you. And most people are so ignorant of it, they ignore the truth. They ignore what's right and what's wrong. What are you guys' coordinates again? Oh, I see. Never mind.
The house?
Yeah.
Oh.
But,
oh my god, there's a creeper right at the door.
Sorry about the tangent. Just really passionate about educating people and like trying to...
Yeah. It is not a tangent.
It's interesting.
It's a good tangent, I guess. Yeah, I'm invested in it.
Like wisdom, philosophy, the best when it comes to morality. That's like, if when I do go back to school, if I do become a millionaire and like can pay for my school and not go into debt, I want to be a college professor, a philosophy teacher, and I want to major in ethics. When it comes to morality and ethics, I think that's the most important thing anyone can know. Like, once you understand how to operate in the world properly, you can do anything. As long as you're not hurting people, you can do anything. And so, like, the best philosophy I've come to illustrate A lot of people don't like Immanuel Kant for whatever reason. But the best philosophy I found by Immanuel Kant is basically called the categorical imperative. Categorical imperative basically puts a very clear picture of what's right and what's wrong, and how to logically determine if an action is right or wrong. Ultimately, you can make it very simple and say, if an action causes harm, it's wrong. If an action doesn't cause harm, it's right. But when you get into a little bit more advanced theories of philosophy, that's not going to do subtle justice, like what I said earlier about the kid. Like, I'm clearly violating his free will by pulling his hand and preventing him from crossing the street. But that's not wrong. Now, when it comes to assisted suicide, that's a whole nother story. I genuinely believe if someone's in serious suffering and pain, what the fuck, what right do I have to tell them that they have to force to live their life and sit here in misery? And so, like, give me freedom or give me death. I genuinely believe if you think you're going to be a slave forever and there's no way to fight back and you want to take your life, who the fuck am I to tell you that you can't do that? I don't have the right to. That's what I believe, that you should fight for your freedom and that you should try no matter what to stay alive and fight for it, because you deserve to be free and it's the most beautiful thing once you are. But again, it gets complicated, but the categorical imperative has been the best philosophy that I have discovered that explains very clearly what actions are right and what actions are wrong. And I can simply illustrate it, and this is the last thing I'll leave you guys with. I can illustrate it very clearly. All you gotta ask yourself is, there are two kinds of categories. You have things called perfect duties, and you have things that are called imperfect duties. A perfect duty is things that everybody ought to or should be doing no matter what. Like, these perfect duties, if you, for example, suicide, it is a perfect duty that nobody should kill themselves, because if everybody killed themselves, the world could not be possible. If everybody for murder is a perfect duty. No one should be able to murder anybody. Murder should be wrong, because if everybody murdered everybody, the world would not exist. It would not be possible. Speeding 200 miles per hour, probably not a good idea, because if everybody was speeding 200 miles per hour all the time, the world wouldn't be possible. So these are perfect duties. If you ask yourself, could everybody be doing this all the time? And the answer is no. It probably isn't right to do. Like, if the world couldn't even exist if everybody was doing it, for example. Now, an imperfect duty, something like putting things back where you found them. Now, if you go into a grocery store and you pick something up off the shelf and you put it back where it doesn't belong, could the world exist if that happened? Yeah, a world could exist where no one put things back where they found them. But if you had the logical choice to live in a world where people put things back where they found them, or where people didn't ever put things back where they found them, which one would you choose?
Probably where people put things back where they found them.
So it's probably right to put things back where they found them. It's not a perfect duty. Like, it's not like you're the worst person in the world if you never put things back where you found them. But if you're a person who never does that, it's like, come on, man. Like, are you serious? Like, that's an imperfect duty. So it's like donating to charity. That's an imperfect duty. I would rather live in a world where people donated to charity, but we could potentially live in a world where no one did that. Now, I wouldn't want to live in that world, but it's still not a necessity, what the fuck, to fucking do that.
That's a new word.
I know, right? Necessity. But so,
It sounds like it could be a word.
I know, right? And so all words are made up, basically. But yeah, so that's basically how you know if something's right or something's wrong. Now, you could get into it deeper, like the assisted suicide thing. I know I said the suicide thing is a perfect duty, but like, if everybody was in pure suffering all the time, yeah, I would want that world to end. Like, a world of just nothing but suffering. Like, that's a perfect duty that it's allowed to have assisted suicide in certain circumstances. So it's like, if this action was taken, and if everyone took that action, the world would not be possible. That is wrong. And that categorical imperative, I'm sure there's better philosophies out there, but as far as the short time I've been in this world, that's the best philosophy that I've discovered so far. Immanuel Kant, the categorical imperatives. He also has a phenomenal book called The Critique of Pure Reason. And when you start to, and there's different minute differences about reason, logic, rationale. There, you can argue semantics all day, but when you learn about this and you learn how to think for yourself and not just what to think, what is thinking? What are thoughts? What's the difference between thoughts and feelings? Like, when you dive deep into these questions, they give me the most purpose, at least. They give me the most satisfaction. It's like a breath of fresh air of like learning truth and reason, and it just gives me so much meaning and like to think about the deeper things in life and not just who won the Super Bowl or whatever. Like, I'm not knocking sports. I'm just saying, like, don't waste all your time on things that ultimately aren't going to fulfill your soul. Like, you only have a limited amount of time in this world. Don't you want to do something that is going to save billions of lives and end slavery and free the world? And there's so much. I think we're here for a reason. We're not just floating through the void here by accident. Like, we're here to be free. We're here to love. We're here to connect and experience. And following your temporary instant gratification of drugs, sex, bullshit partying, like, is such a waste of time to what we could be doing. And I'll leave you guys with that, because I gotta fucking go to sleep now.
Oh god, wait, what time is it?
I know. It is so late.
I get to see you in your fancy clothes.
No shit, and that's what I love. That's what I love about Robinhood so much. Is it lets you instantly invest it. Like, you don't have to wait. Crypto is so amazing. Like, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait 3 to 5 business days. Like,
It's all family, you plus me with a barbecue in the backyard. Bunch of crazy kids that's running around, and that's all family, you plus me. 3 puppies, that's a barbecue in the backyard. I'm a cowboy, living like a rock star. Girl, come sit by the campfire. I'm always with you,
so fucking stupid, bro.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't wanna start a family too. A million miles from where I wanna be, but I'm still trying to start a family. Trying to change the world with you. The truth is, I wish I was a better man. Wish I never heard again.
That is so
be a
good.
cowboy free. Barbecue in the backyard. Bunch of crazy kids that's running around. I'm a cowboy living like a rock star. I've been